So yeah, welcome everyone. Hope you have a great day, we have a great day. And yeah. But then, let's get, things started with Limbus, and yeah. So yeah, we are nearing the end, I think. Apparently a few more chapters, and then the dungeon starts. And yeah. That's why I think it's part 1, because I have no idea how long it will take. So that's why. That's why there's a part 1. But yeah. Hi Leader, Hyesta, are you doing your mirror dungeons diligently? Well, hello Griff. Yeah, I'm doing it. Well, kind of. I got destroyed during the last mirror dungeon. I did. Because of the new events. Wait a minute. Because of this events mirror dungeon, I think. Because of that, well, I tried out the new hack, I think, and then I got destroyed. I learned something new. I learned a bit how to read. Yeah, my brain is currently, well, I just woke up, so it needs a little bit of time till I get to speak fluently again. But yeah. So yeah. We are going back to Keiko. If you're wondering, I just took part of these fights that we skipped last time on my free time. Yeah. Apparently, yeah, there are a few chapters left, but yeah. Let's see how it goes. I'm trying to remember what happened last time. Yeah, I think last time the lights got on. The star is crying because of watching fight between, you could say, Dongbaek, I think was her name, and us, the Limbus, and yeah. And Don Rang revealed that, yeah, I think Sanjo also went swimming into this chapter. I think at least. Or maybe I'm just summarizing or not, who knows. But yeah, we found out Don Rang is, well, maybe evil, I have no idea. But yeah, that's, I think, mostly things, but yeah. Yes, boss is very hard. It's the first one to have resistance to keyboard damage, like bleed and rapture ATC. Really? Yeah, would make sense then. Well, at most I was only able to get it to, I think, 2000 or maybe 1800 was the max, well, was the HP the boss had left afterwards. It was close, I think, but yeah. Last time Dongbang manifested ego, but it was too weak and when we beat her. Yeah, that's true. Thanks for the, yeah, better explanation. Yeah, I was trying to remember, but yeah. Well, I wasn't able to beat her, beat her alone. I needed the, well, you could say the power of friendship. That is, yeah, that is the support. But yeah, I think, now I think we have everything covered. Everything is ready, and yeah. Let's go into the dungeon. Oh, that's right, I had headphones. I guess there was something I wasn't ready. And yeah, as for changes, I don't think there are much changes right now. Yeah, I think everything is the same. Maybe it's, the other thing is I did upplay the other Odyssey a bit longer. I did upplay it to 4. Why? Because I just liked it. But yeah, hello. Well, hello, GHBGHB, welcome. I hope you are great or have a great day. I hope I somehow said your name right. There, welcome. There. I really wonder, why does YouTube only show the, you could say, not really the username you usually use, but instead just the @ sign and the name. I wonder. No idea. Let's see our team. I think it's good. Should be survivable, I would say.
볼 것도 없이 처형이군.
그리하여.
That's right, we are still at these backstories. There's a lot of 3 stars. Well, I got some of them from the gacha, some of them from tickets. But yeah. Top Type 4 has new account. Are you out of your mind? The economy? Well, I have another uptime left, so yeah. I did save up 1. No idea what to use it for, but yeah. Just call it whatever, really. Well, do you have a specific nickname that you wanted? Or I could also just maybe GBG, maybe. I just ignore the H, or yeah, well, you can take your time to answer. Yeah, we just continue with Isa. Last week I have no idea what happened in the backstory. Well, my guess is that I think that there are 7 people, so 7 scientists. Maybe they. Well, my theory right now is that there was something they invented that some kind of evil organization wanted it, and because of that they pressured them, and because of that everyone was in danger. They split up, and all of them fled. That's my guess of how it ended. You could say. That's currently my guess. Or there was infighting. That could also be it. But yeah.
여전히 난 아무것도.
I didn't read it. And yeah, before the text before he says, and so, am I still nothing? I wonder who called him nothing. Oh. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're in K-Corp right now. As the intense glowing glow fades, the space begins to twist and morph.
황금 가지가 이런 힘까지 갖고 있었던 건가요? 자아심도에 진입하지도 않은 것 같은데 이미 존재하는 공간까지 바꿀 정도였나요?
Did the golden bow have the power to do this? I don't think we've even entered the phantoms of ego yet. Was it capable of warping the real world? So I guess the golden bow got triggered, and because of that, they kind of teleported. Or rubbed somewhere else. Yeah, I think teleported. But yeah. Seems like a normal good inventor that had to invent bad things because of comment premise. Yeah, that's true. That's also something that is, well, that could be, I think. 네.
황금가지와 연관된 현상에 일일이 물음과 흥분을 내보이는 것은 의미가 없습니다.
Excitement or questions or the matters related to golden bows have little meaning. Okay.
여러분도 파우스트에게도 눈앞 지금 세계의 상황은 모두가 최초 목격자일 테니까.
To you and to Faust, all of us would be the very first witnesses to what is happening before our eyes. Okay. Yeah, that's true. The golden balls are quite new, so that means, well, everything we experience is something that makes history, I would say. At least with the golden ball.
앞으로도 알 수 없는 일이 펼쳐질 것이라 보는 게 확률상 옳은 판단이겠죠.
It was statistically sound to assume that we will continue to witness previously unseen events in the future. That's true. Well, still waiting for a moment. Well, yeah, honestly speaking, I'd really have to make a bingo. Yeah, if we, I don't know how long we will stream, but if we reach the end of Canto 4, I think I'll make a bingo card live. So that means, yeah, we just create a bingo. Yeah, for the next Canto, I would say. If not, then I'll do it in my free time. And then show it to you, and then we improve upon it, you could say. But yeah, before we start Canto 5.
그러게요. 저렇게.
I suppose you're right. I mean, look at that. Despite Canto 4 not being my top fave, I still think about it quite a lot. I see. So I guess, yeah. Canto 4 is something that is memorable, I would say then. I'm excited to see the ending. Also, I think sometimes the journey is also important, but sometimes the ending makes it or breaks it, I would say. Sorry, had to yawn. But yeah, the ending usually that makes it or breaks it. Because, well, you can destroy something with an ending, I would say. I tried to think, but yeah, I'm pretty sure there's examples. Well, there's an example of good endings. That was Code Geass Season 2. That ending was great, peak. That some people even forgot how Code Geass somehow slowly fell down, you could say, throughout the episodes. The ending was just so peak that everyone just liked it. But yeah. If you want to do a bingo, wait until you complete intervallo between count 4 and 5. It has a lot of deep stuff. I see. There's an interval afterwards then. Well, we can also do a bingo for the intervallo. That would be funny. Like, I read the title and try to predict what happens in the intervallo. Yeah, I try to do that.
죽은 사람들까지 되살릴 정도라니.
In the dead are coming back. Okay. Oh, I see. Bodies that have been devoid of life for a while begin to rise. I guess they've become the monsters of the Golden Bowl now, I'd say. Or maybe it's because of the talismans. Because, well, when I see talismans, I just think about these, zombies, you could say, that have the talisman on their head, but these have all covered on the body. Maybe this is why they are rising. Who knows? Well, it's most likely the Golden Bowl, but yeah. The organs or body parts were severely damaged. This could only be described as resurrection. I thought resurrection means revival. Well, resurrection... Yeah, for zombies it could also work. I think.
아무리 그래도 죽은 사람을 되살리는 능력은 너무 얼토당토하는 얘긴데 K사 HPM 플로도 그러진 못한다면서.
Oh yeah, about Gregor, I just saw a really funny game. I just, when I saw him, I just remembered. It's an otome game or a romance game where you date a guy and he slowly turns out to be a cockroach. That was interesting. I was wondering if I should play that on stream. Wait a minute, I have to look up the name. Into... let's see. Let's see if it's on Steam. If it is, yeah, it would be funny. Well, I suddenly had to watch the search for it. Yeah, it's not. I had to wait then. I see it's a browser game. Yeah, look it up, but yeah. That's right, but I would totally take Gregor. I see. Yeah, I kind of want... Well, I will look it up more, this game, because yeah, definitely want to play it on stream. I'll say I've seen... I suddenly remembered it because of Gregor, is because people also mentioned him in the comments, you could say, when the game was revealed. So yeah. Can I recommend you Yuri games with Winged Cloud? They don't have cockroaches, just golly kissing? Sounds better to me. Well, sure. As long as they're on Steam, I can, well, play them. Well, and they have to be censored, by the way. Just for stream safety. But yeah. But anyway, let's read Gregor's. Well, there might be some changes that I might, well, suddenly switch topics, but yeah. I've seen some stuff, but bringing people back from the dead sounds too implausible. Even Keikov's HP inputs couldn't do this much, right? Well, Gregor, you should look at yourself. Yeah. It seems like there are methods to bring people back from the dead. So yeah.
완벽히 죽은 자를 되살리는 기술이나 특이점이 없었으리라 보기는 힘들다.
It's unlikely that there was absolutely no technology or singularity capable of complete revival at some point. Okay. So I guess it's a first for them.
하지만 그런 기술 전쟁통에서조차 듣고 본 적 없다.
However, if such technology did exist, I, for one, haven't heard of it once, even during war. Yeah. That's, well, maybe it became new or something, or it's a new technology.
그렇다는 건 이건 도시에 만연할 수 없는 기술이라는 셈이군. 아마 이 상황은 머리에...
That can only mean it's not a kind It's not a kind of technology allowed to prosper in the city. If I had to guess, the head might... Yeah, might be dangerous. But yeah. The war? Yeah, Otis, yeah. Always talks about the war. I wonder if she has some kind of PTSD from that, because that is usually what war veterans have, I think. Well, most often. And yeah, wonder if Otis has that. She does mention the war a lot. I wonder what kind of war it was, because apparently it was not the same war as Gregor's, but that means it was a different war. Well, apparently Otis's Kanto isn't even out, so yeah. It might take a while till we know. Or till we get to know it.
네, 머리에 금기 조항까지 거슬렀을 가능성이 있네요.
Indeed, it may be an act of taboo as established by the head. Yeah. I think that taboos, if I remember correctly, you are not allowed to revive someone where if the brain is not intact. You are not allowed to create AI, artificial intelligence or life, I think. The other rules I forgot. But yeah. These are the only rules I remember. Well, mostly because I watched an explanation video for the Lobotomy Corp game, and because of that I still have that remembered. Elaster? Well, hello Hex, welcome. I hope you're great or have a great day. And yeah, we're just playing Limbus Company. Only one hint, you can have his background of what is standard ID. Really? I see, so I guess the standard ID of what is has some kind of lore about the war. Well, honestly speaking, this might take a while till I ever update that. Because I have a lot of, the current update one that I have to do is for Ishmael Mill, but I don't have enough enough light bulbs, you could say. Maybe one day, but yeah.
Limbus Company. 탄태와 동기화한 덕에 부활 체험을 하고 있는 저희와는 양상이 전혀 다릅니다.
In the pre-established lore, there was only one war. Really? Then I guess Gregor and Otis were part of the same war then. Maybe different sections, that could be it. Yeah, could be different sections then. Like Gregor's one was the bug one, and Otis one... No idea where Otis could be. Yeah, maybe in the forest or something, or the jungle. I honestly speaking imagine Otis fighting the war in the woods, you could say. Well, or maybe Baron landed, yeah. Gregor's, I think his one was in the city, as we have seen from the flashbacks. Maybe, but yeah.
다르고 틀리다.
It's different and wrong. Okay.
저들은 우리와 다르게 온전한 형태의 재생이 아니다. 그저
Theirs is not a complete restoration, unlike our case. They are merely... Yeah, they are just walking bodies, I would say. Or bodies that are being controlled. But no will.
그저 살아있기만 한 상태에 지나지 않다. 의식도 이성도 없어 보이는군.
Let's see. Standard IDs only have one background, or this background is unlocked by default. Really? Then I should look it up later. Unmated. That is all. They appear to lack consciousness and reason. Yeah. They are just walking bodies right now.
그 말은 반대로 자아와 육체를 모두 되살려야 머리에 금기를 어기는 것일지도 모르겠구만.
Seems that way. In other words, I guess it will only count as a taboo if both the mind and body are recovered. Well, yeah, could be. I guess that's on a technicality. Wait a minute, doesn't that mean that we are taboo? Because we are reviving ourselves a lot? The mind and the body? Ah. I say these guys don't even look like corpses. Would have been interesting if they looked like one. I guess not. Oh, I just learned something. I just saw that, I see, so this is how you know what is blunt and what is piercing and such. There's a little icon on the left side, or on the bottom. I saw it for the first time. I never noticed that. Like, if you see from this one, here on the bottom is this little splash. And yeah, I never noticed that this is what it meant. And there's an arrow on the little bottom, and that is piercing. I learned something new.
어디에서도 볼 수 없을 색채로.
Speaking, I never knew that. I just, when I play the mirror dungeons, I just randomly choose of those.
어중간한 예술.
Because I never knew what it was.
물어뜯어 고칠 수밖에.
But I wonder how long it has been there. Because I just noticed that.
준비한 기믹은 이게 다인가?
Well,
준비한 기믹은 이게 다인가?
I guess my reading comprehension. But maybe I should start reading. Just maybe. Who knows? Oh yeah, and that's right. Another thing I learned through the mirror dungeons is if you see the bottom, there's a text. I think it's currently saying unstopped, I think. And yeah, that just means how strong they are against the enemies, I think. I never knew that. I just found out during that really hard boss fight that I had to read. Otherwise I would have been, well, killed immediately. So yeah. I just suddenly discovered something new during the stream. Then I knew that this is how you know what's well. If an attack is blunt or slash.
엄마밖에 없지?
Didn't know that. I'll just skip one. I guess we can go. I think after this is the dungeon. So yeah. Enemy attack type is more important than yours. You can build your team to be resistant to enemy boss attacks. I see. Yeah, well, I'll look at the enemies later. Well, after we get to fight some. But yeah. Well, I took a closer look at the arrived foes after the battle. I could see a liquid of familiar hue flowing through the eyes. Ah, it's a blue one, right? So I guess K-Cop, K-Cop was really the ones responsible for setting. Well, yeah, I guess in the K-Cop lab they experimented with that because if you remember, the anomaly we fought, the bull one, is also also had this blue liquid, you could say. And now they are also the ones that have it. Wait, maybe the ego they are using, so I mean those stickers they put on, I think. Maybe not only revive them, but yeah, this is the current thing. Well, they are the responsible ones for the blue stuff flowing through them. Yeah, I wonder if if it makes sense. But yeah. And by the way, Dante is not reviving. They are rewinding the time, which is legal. I see. Yeah, that's true. Wait, now to think about it. If you just revive the time before you die, doesn't that mean that, well, I wonder how it goes, well, doesn't that mean that technically speaking, if you were to rewind time, and it has been a few days, or well, for example, 1 year, and then you revive someone, doesn't that mean they are still the same age? Wait, that's kind of like, well, as long as Dante is alive, they could be forever young, if it were. Well, not really, now I think about it, because they would have to stay dead for a year. Well, could be like a time machine then. For example, you stay a corpse for a few years, and then Dante just revives you, and then you suddenly jump time or something like that. But yeah, I don't think that's very useful, but yeah. A way of time, a way of time travel, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, I don't think I need to translate that.
단테, 주위에 황금 가지가 느껴지나요?
Dante, do you feel the golden ball's presence nearby? Maybe, or may not.
황금 가지는 동빅이라는 자에게 꽂혀 있었지만
Last time I saw, the golden ball was lodged into Dornbach's body. Yeah, I say this golden ball, poor one. It has been used as a stabbing weapon quite a lot, twice already, I think. I was thinking it would be really funny if they now, stab Dongran with the golden ball. Like this time Yisang's turn. Like Dongran stabs Dornbach, Dornbach stabs Yisang, and Yisang now stabs Dongran. It would be funny. But yeah, that will complete the circle, I would say. I can't find her corpse anywhere. Must have been moved away when the space twisted. I can't be too far away. I'm sure of it. I can feel it.
동랑 씨도 보이지 않아요.
No, I don't see Dongrang either. Yeah, he disappeared.
죽은 동백과 같은 위치에 있을 가능성이 높겠어요.
He's likely to be in the same location as the deceased Dongbag. I was thinking it would be interesting if the final boss is just a zombie Dongbag, because she's also currently dead. So we would have to fight her again. But yeah. That would be funny. Yeah, that's true, time traveling like that. But yeah, the only weakness is I have no idea if Dante is immortal or not. Depending on if he ages normally or if he doesn't age, it might work, I would say.
지금까지 저희는 자아심도를 동시에 경험했어요. 아마 단테 씨의 그 친밀함이라고 해야 할까요?
Until now, we've experienced the phantoms of ego at the same time. I guess it's thanks to Dante's particular affinity, if that makes sense. Wait, what did we do?
무슨 되지도 않는 소리야. 친밀?
The hell are you talk about? Affinity? Well, yeah, Dante's a bit connected to it because, well, if you think about it, yeah, during the chicken incident, the first intervallo, he was able to talk with the singularities, you could say. I wonder if it's also because of the affinity.
결속을 말하시는 건가요?
Do you mean the chains binding us?
네. 그 결속에 대한 영향 중 하나였던 거죠?
Yeah, this is one of the influences, right?
그럼 동랑님 같은 분이 자아심도에 도달하면 어떻게 되는 건가요?
Then, what will happen if someone like Dongrang gets to the phantoms? Well, I think the chains they are talking about is the one when they first made a contract with Dante, and they were connected through the chains. But yeah. Well, I wonder what the phantoms are. I think this is the first time I'm hearing this word. Or maybe I heard it previously, but I forgot about it.
그거야. 이제부터 알아보러 가면 되지 않겠는가?
Fret not, but we shall find out from now on. Okay.
일단 저들부터 해치우세나.
Let us vanquish the foes ahead for now. Okay. That was a short chapter. I guess we get the Isam backstory, well, in the dungeon, you could say. Just like the rest. Yeah, I think the rest were in the dungeon. But yeah. Aaron loves stabbing each other's Discanto. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I guess we'll see a lot more stabbing. Could be, but yeah. Well, wonder though. I'm currently debating if Dongrang will survive or not. He is currently labeled as a villain, so there's a high chance he will die this Kanto. But yeah. Phantoms generally how dungeons are referred. I see. Well, thank you, GPG. I guess I learned something. I guess phantoms? Yeah, I have to put it into my mind. But I say every time I hear phantoms, I just think of the band, Phantom. Wait. Yeah, the band. Yeah, well, not really a band, but more like it was from a music franchise, from the makers of Bang Dream, Argonavis. Yeah, there was Phantom Iris, I think was the band's name. I really like their music.
어때 딸? 엄마밖에 없지?
We're skipping a lot. I think 54 is the last one till we before we enter the dungeon. So I guess it's time to see. Will we meet Dongrang or may not?
볼 것도 없이 처형이군.
Not phantoms, phantoms. Yeah, I know. I just my pronunciation might be wrong there. But yeah, I know. Yeah. The band was also called Phantom Phantom Iris, I think. But yeah. Okay, I didn't expect that we would have to fight. I guess after the fight we get the story. But yeah. I think I should look at the skills of them. Maybe I can see if they're blunt or not. But yeah. But I can see them. They're all slash. I think slash. Right? Or maybe yeah, slash. Yeah, first time learning it. Yes, I'm very curious in things. I see. Well,
점 찍었네.
well, my pronunciation might not be the greatest.
준비한 기믹은 이게 다인가?
But yeah,
이제
it's quite big one.
갖고 놀기.
Okay. I say, I really like how much animation they have during the attacks.
포장장.
Apparently, yeah, there's some fire sword mode.
어중간한 예술은
I think it is in some mode, but sometimes Otis just fights with fire. Okay. Yeah, just a little bit more. I wonder if I should switch Donkey Sword with Tongdu one. With Tongdu one. That's what I'm currently debating. But yeah.
거긴 킬존이다.
Would be funny if there's no story in this one at all. We just go for it. But yeah.
계속해봐라.
But yeah.
이 폭풍이 잦아들 때까지.
Okay.
아듀.
Yeah, this will take a while. Yeah. Also because I was debating if I should uptie the Yisang also. But yeah, then I thought, yeah, let's say at least save one. Like, well, the idea is to, how should I say, always have one in the inventory just in case. So if I get a second one, I just uptie another unit. I just keep doing it like this, you could say. But yeah, wonder how many revived. Well, some. What? Not really revived, but yeah. Or maybe revived. Yeah, these enemies have revived, but yeah. But I had to type half my words into search engines for it to fix grammar errors. So at least better than me. I see. Well, thank you for the encouragement, Griff.
어디에서도 볼 수 없을 색채로.
I say this Otis is really cool. But I think I've seen through the gacha, I just looked at the probabilities of the narrators, I think. And then I saw that, well, I think either the middle brother or sister, I have no idea who, from the middle that has red hair. No idea who that is, but I guess it's one of the IDs that was either for Otis or Heathcliff. One of those, I think. I wonder if it makes sense. But yeah. Sometimes I question my own English fluency, you could say. If it even makes sense.
어때 딸?
I think.
엄마밖에 없지?
Is that the dungeon? Yeah, it is. What? I guess we enter the dungeon now. Wait, if it... Well, that's quite fast. Apparently, I heard it was 5 to 6 hours. Well, we might complete Kanto 4 today. Depending on how long the dungeon is. For this dungeon may not select the identity for Yisang. I see. Yisang was always participate. Okay. I think we should be fine. Yeah. Milbro Heath is very good, yeah. I see. Yeah, I don't have that. There. Yeah, current average, yeah.
단원일발 장전.
We can ignore that, I think. Oh. Well, my guess, we are now seeing Yisang's pass. Or at least the pass step. The dungeon is long. I see, so the dungeon is taking 5-6 hours. Yeah, this might become a two-parter depending on how far we can go. You can slot in season highlight, Yisang. Spice brush. Well, I have no idea. No idea what the spice brush Yisang is, but yeah. A support ID, I mean. I see. Yeah, that's true. I should have chosen a support ID. Yeah, well. We'll read the story and then I will just go out and... But I already used it, so maybe in the next turn, so when we get to a save point, I'll switch it. Well, I'll switch it. As we approach the center of the Golden Bow's resonance, I notice scattering piles of yellow. With the twisting space, petals were wavering.
저 너머에 이상 씨의 자심도가 있는 거군요.
So the phantoms of Yisang's ego are over there. Come on, let's get in. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Yisang is familiar with this place. Didn't they say the super Yisangs are not allowed? Well, I have no idea. Well, we can try it out. Well. Yeah, sometimes read some stuff and just forgot about it afterwards. Especially when it's explanations. But yeah.
와, 이곳을 다시 오게 될 줄 진짜 몰랐는데 황금가지라는 것 때문인가?
Wait, don't tell me Dongrang is also
걸까?
mutating.
이상?
So yeah. Don't tell me Dongrang is also mutating. It would be fun if you get a double mutate. And yeah. I was speaking, this is something I just thought of that is near impossible. Would be fun if Dongrang and Donbike just fuse together as a chimera and we have to fight against that. But I don't think that's ever possible. Wow, I sure didn't expect. I'll be back here. Is this thanks to the gold bow? Or is it you, Isang? Oh. Okay, but I think he's just a shadow or something. That's why he has no collar. When you got here, Dongrang greeted us merrily.
아늑하네. 여긴 어디였어, 이상 씨?
How cozy. What place is this, Isang? Oh, we are all aware. All of us don't have color.
유일하게 숨을 쉴 수 있는 곳이요.
The only place where I might breathe. That's what this was. Hello, I just got home. Well, welcome, Twilight Cherry. I feel great to have great day. And yeah, we are just starting the dungeon, so we just entered. So I would say you arrived at the right timing. There are stacks of paper on the desk.
보통 이런 건
Ah, yes. You see, usually
우리 같은 손님들을 보고 읽으라고 놓아두는 거지.
I'm not crying. Well, I hope you're right, Twilight Cherry. And yeah, I hope it's just because of the game and not because of anything in real life. But yeah. These places are for wait. These are places for visitors like us to read. Isang quietly picks up a stack. I couldn't begin to imagine what thoughts his face may have suggested as he silently read the letters on them.
언젠가 내가 썼던 편지 그리고 형식은 극본이구려.
A letter I'd written once, and structure follows that of a play script.
그렇다면 이는 연기자만큼의 수가 배부되어 있다고 보는 것이 합당하다.
It's then reasonable to assume that each actor in the play was provided with one.
하면 아무도 없는 것이 아니라 기다림이었던 것이겠소.
If so, this may well have been a stage awaiting our arrival, rather than a simple emptiness.
이거 아무래도 분위기상 우리가 낭독을 해야 할 것 같지?
Is this true, Manager? Well, I'm still hoping for some mutations, so yeah. Yeah, I just thought about, what if Dongrang and Donbike just suddenly mutate? But yeah, he's here, so yeah. They are not mutating. I wonder if there's one day a chimera we have to fight. Like two people mutating into one. I'm still waiting. One day maybe. But yeah.
어쩌면 동백이 올지도 모르겠어, 이상.
Wait, did I read that? Wait a minute. From the looks of it, we have to read out this script, right? May Donbag might just come, Isang.
만약 동백이 죽기 직전에 이 공간 뭐라 불러야 할지 모르겠네.
If Donbag got to this space before she died, I'm not sure what I should call this. Okay.
아무튼 공간의 입구가 열렸다면 말이야. 동백의 의식이 같이 휘말렸을 수도 있겠네. 우리처럼.
Anyway, if the entrance opened while she was alive, her consciousness might have been wrapped up in this as ours were. So, well, maybe. Have seen any of the I.L. Yisang poems? I didn't. Well, we can look at some, I guess. Where? Yeah, I just look at one, I think. If it's translated. Yeah, there's, I think, mirror. In the mirror, there's no sound. There's probably no world so quiet. In the mirror also are my ears. Two pathetic ears. And they're unable to hear my words. In the mirror, I'm left-handed. Lefty, I can't take my handshake. Doesn't show how to shake hands. Because of the mirror, I can't touch the mirror's eye, but if it were not a mirror. How could I have been done something like that? Something like me and myself in a mirror. I don't have a mirror on me, but there's always an eye in the depths of one. I'm not sure, but it's probably sunk in some sinister project. The eye in the mirror is my real self's opposite, but also take after me considerably. Unable to care for and examine the mirrors, I get very depressed. Okay. Wait a minute. I see, so the mirror that we got from Limbus Company, the mirror Yisang created, I guess it's a reference to that poem then. But yeah. They're very esoteric. I see. Yeah, I would say the mirror one, I think he's questioning reality. Like, yeah. He's questioning reality. He thinks that in the mirror there's another self. And yeah. It looks like him, or well, it's the opposite of him, but well. But looks is still similar. Yeah. It's well. I might need to think a lot. Well, I'm currently trying to interpret the mirror. The poem. But yeah, I think it's kind of like not really an existential crisis, I would say, but more like questioning reality, I think. And yeah, that's one of the more novel ones. I see. Yeah. But at the same time, yeah, because I played Limbus first, I just think of, how should I say, of the mirror that Yisang created from the flashbacks. That apparently is also the gacha in this game, so yeah. About this other selves and everything like that, yeah.
동백을 찌른 연유는 무엇이오?
For what reason did you step down by?
생각보다 너무 미적거리더라고. 뭐 이렇게 끝맺는 말이 필요한 거야?
She hesitated a little too much. What? Did you want this kind of eulogy from me? Okay. Those poems are ideal. I see. There's one that is just a square of numbers. I think I've seen that. Let's see. Ah, there. Wait. I know there are still other words, but yeah. Wait. Ah, there. What? There are some of them are reversed. Wait a minute. Isn't that just 1, 2, 5? When if you read from the right side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Well, I guess there are ways to interpret it, you could say. Wait, let me try. Wait a minute. Is it the Yisang one? Because apparently there's some kind of poet's eye view. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, isn't that also just well, from what I can interpret of it, isn't that just kind of like the mirror? Like, wait, not really. Well, there's you could say in the one slash of points. I think that slashes means kind of like a difference, or there's something blocking, you could say. Wait. I noticed that the first half is... Well, the first half is 7, for example. And on the right, on the second half, the top half, it's at 8, even though it's the same column. Well, it is hard to say what it could mean. But if I had to say, well, I did learn a bit of interpretation of poems in school. Well, not really those kinds of, but yeah. Let me use the knowledge I never used in middle school. Let me think. Well, I guess the first, the row of zeros means nothingness, maybe? Wait. I guess you could say, depending on where you look, it's depending on where you look, the first half is higher numbered, or the second half is higher numbered. If you start from the left top side, the first one is higher numbered. Wait, or maybe not. Yeah, let's see. Well. Well, honestly, I just think of the mirror. Maybe the mirror is a mirror, and what is but isn't mirroring. Maybe this mirroring, because it could be like he's, I should say, well, maybe I should, well, all right, well, I will have to think about this point a lot, but yeah. Interpret this if you casually. Yeah, well, this will take a while. These numbers look ideal. Yeah, that's true. I will come well. Okay, after we are done with this dungeon, I will continue trying to interpret this this poem, you could say. It looks interesting, and I want to think about what the meaning could be behind it. So yeah, anyway. Yeah. The reason I hear it.
아니, 너도 알았잖아, 이상. 그 상태의 동백은 죽음을 바로 맞이할, 그것도 고통스럽게 흐드러져 버릴 상태였다는 걸.
No, it's really, you knew as well, Yisang. In that state, Donbaek's death was imminent. Her life would have painfully scattered away if I let her be. Well, that would also mean you could have saved her life, if you look at it in the other view. But instead, you just decide to end it quite fast. So yeah, well, this guy's gaslighting again, I think.
그러니 분노를 머금고서도 내게 뱉어내지 못하는 거잖아. 어차피 거기서 거기였으니.
That's why you can't lash out at me. Okay. Despite the anger boiling inside you, it would have made much of a difference. It wouldn't have made much of a difference. Well, yeah, this guy's definitely gaslighting us right now. He will definitely, well, either he will betray us or he will mutate. Because yeah, I think he's the final boss. And then somehow Guido will appear and then step down rank or something like that. No idea why I think of that, but yeah. I'm pretty sure this guy will somehow appear. Maybe. Because... wait, let me think. Well... Gregor's mother did appear in... well, in some, but I don't think she made a reference in the third one. Well, the third one, yeah, Yisang is not really related to any of the others. That makes sense. Wait a minute, now that thing about... not Yisang, Sinclair. Yeah, how... which counterpart was shown when Gregor's mother made her introduction for Sinclair? I forgot about that. Yeah, I had to look it up later then. Because... well... I don't think Sinclair had anyone, you could say. So yeah. Yeah. Maybe Gregor's... oh wait. Maybe this Guido guy will definitely come. Because it is... well, he's kind of involved because he was also a scientist. So my guess is he will make an appearance in this canto. But yeah. I didn't like the ride at first, but then he grew on me. I see. So I guess he will survive them. Maybe.
이번 자아심도는 이전과는 다른 방식으로 나타나려나 보군요.
This time, the phantoms of ego might present themselves differently from the previous ones.
자아심도는 누군가의 마음이 구현화된 장소 혹은 형상.
Tongrang will gaslit, betray, distort, idea. Yeah, that's true. Well, I guess, yeah. And he failed. Well, maybe he fails, I have no idea. But yeah. I guess Tongrang is a girl boss. I'll say Tongrang even now. I see. Yeah. Well, that means most likely he might survive then. But yeah. Did I read that already? Phantoms of ego are placed or images of someone's mind made manifest.
그로부터 나오는 에너지는 강력하고 복잡해서 수감자 외 이상시와 깊이 관련이 된 주위 사람까지 끌어당길 수 있죠.
It releases a powerful and complex energy. It might draw in people other than the sinners, like those deeply related to Yisang in this case. Yeah. Wait a minute, there's a cat behind them. Is that a real one? It has water, I think. So I guess it's a real sleeping cat with food. At least it's well nourished, you could say. I think that's the word. Or well taken care of, yeah. That's also something.
그래? 그러니까 시덥잖은 이 연기를 할 광대놈들이 여기까지 끌려왔다. 맞지?
That's so. To put it bluntly, it dragged in a bunch of clowns to act on stage. Is that right? Yeah, kind of. Wait, if we interpret it like that, well, my guess for the final boss is then maybe it's a puppet that we fight as a final boss. Would be interesting. Like, well, a reference that it would be just a Yisang puppet or something like that. Would be funny. But yeah. 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 Maybe the cat makes these kinds of noises. I'd say I'm surprised that cats, depending on it, they make different noises. For example, my cat just says "meow." Yeah, just in a deep voice. You can imagine that. But yeah.
추측일 뿐이지만 네, 그럴 것 같네요. 각자의 역할에 맞게 최선을 다하는 수밖에 없겠죠.
Do you remember the other person in Yisang's photo? Well, I think you mean either Guido or the one that got his face scratched, you could say. Or we don't see the face of that other one. Yeah, could also be. He would be the final boss. I see. Well, I see, that's interesting. Fair. Well, I'll speak I can't really imagine. Does he mutate? No idea. Wait, your cat is a Mao? Yeah, my cat says Mao instead of meow or anything like that. No idea why though. I have no idea. Well, it is a British short hair if you're wondering. But the thing about it is, well, the cat is the final boss. Yeah, could be. So yeah, my cat, yeah. He just says, honestly, I have no idea what Austrian cats make noises of. Because here's the thing, the cat is a British short hair that was raised, raised at first by, you could say, by a Chinese breeder, you could say. And afterwards it got taken to my brother. And yeah, afterwards my brother bought it. And yeah, I have no idea if the cat is saying it in Austrian or in Chinese. I have no idea what the sound is. Because apparently cats from different countries make different noises. But yeah. I think at least. I have to, I'll Google that. Do cats from make different noises? The song can subtly vary in tone and rhythm. Basically the same pitch frequency worldwide. I see. So they might have a different tone, you could say, in rhythm. Yeah. No idea about my cat. Because, yeah. Is a Chinese cat saying Mo? Yeah, could be. I'm pretty sure his parents, well, my cat's parents are from China, but then got to Europe because, well, of reasons. And yeah. I think at least. No idea. But yeah, let's continue the story. Other is merely a guess. Yes, I suppose that's about right. We have to do our best with our given roads.
못한다면?
And if you don't?
자아심도에서 표출하려는 형상이 망가져서 결과적으로는 황금가지로 도달하지 못하겠죠. 원본, 즉 이상 씨가 가지고 있는 실제 기억과 최대한 유사하게 흘러가야 한다는 뜻입니다.
The image displayed by the phantoms of ego will go over, ultimately preventing our access to a golden bowl. We must reenact the originals in words, Yisang's actual memories as closely as possible. So we really are in a theater right now. Wait. Wonder how this will go because, well, I'm pretty sure the others. Every time we had to act, it failed. I would say. Just look at the casino. But yeah.
좋아, 완벽하게 알아들었다고. 그러니까.
All right, I got that clear enough. So.
뭐야? 간 떨어지는 줄 알았잖아.
What the? I was jumped out of my skin. Yeah, I guess this is, well, the current memory is one of Yisang's dark histories, maybe? Or maybe the time everything went downhill? Could be.
내겐 돌연적으로 혹은 우연적으로 혹은 숙명적으로 함께하게 된 이들이 있었지.
I had people who accompanied me, either by caprice, coincidence, or fate. Surely the sinners learned that lesson already. I hope so. But honestly speaking, I don't think so. Well, Heathcliff might have learned it because he's not, he's much nicer now. But yeah. After what happened with the chicken, he changed.
그 말 멋있네.
What a fascinating line.
그러게 왜 문 앞에 얼간이처럼 서 있는 거니?
Oh, I guess we now see a shadow of Don Bike. Why did he stand in front of the door like a dog?
뭐? 얼간이? 잠깐. 넌 아까 분명.
What did you call me? Wait, are you the one that just... Well, I'll say this kind of reminds me of that webtoon that I'm currently... Well, that is quite popular right now. It's called Dropped Into a Ghost Story. It kind of reminds me of that certain... Well, it is kind of like Limbus, if you know. I'd recommend it. It's also a novel. It's I Dropped Into a Ghost Story, I think it's called. And yeah, the main character is an employee of a company that goes into singularities through dreaming, I think. They go in there, fight against the monsters, and collect a golden substance to, well, for the company, because with that they can create anything, you could say. And if you can, and you get points for it. If you get enough points, you get a wish. Well, that is the short summary of what happens in I Dropped Into a Ghost Story. The main character is, inside he's always scared, but outside he looks like a really cool, heartless person. It's a good read. Honestly, at the moment I read that, it got reminded of Limbus. But unlike in Limbus, where it's in a in a broken world, it is in a city. So yeah. Somehow Limbus plagiarism. It is really similar to Limbus. But yeah. I just got reminded for it because one of the chapters, the main character is in a game show dungeon. And he has to answer quizzes. And yeah. He accidentally, the dungeon level changed and got really dangerous. And yeah. Yeah, he will survive. That's all I can say. But yeah, it's a really good read. I really loved it. And liked it. Especially the dungeons, because... Well... Yeah, it's really good. There are people dying, but yeah, it's a really good one. That's all I can say. Don't really want to spoil the plot or anything, but yeah. What did you call me? Wait, I think I read that just now. So yeah.
사람 얼굴이 그렇게 뚫어지게 봐? 죽은 사람 보는 것처럼? 왜? 새삼 멋있어 보이니?
Okay. What are you staring at my face for? Like you're looking at a dead person. Why? Do I look cool? Yeah, this stone bag is completely different than the other. But yeah. To Beth, it might low-key be partially inspired. Limbus is pretty big in South Korea. What? I had to look when it was released. Or when the novel was released. Let's see. When was the novel released? Um, 2024. Yeah, could be inspired then. Maybe web novel, because these are usually much earlier. Yeah, November. Wait. Yeah, everything it says is. Yeah, 2024 is most likely. Yeah. The quiz boss fight that you want to lead. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, the quiz boss, yeah. I don't think I would want that kind of boss fight. That's just terrifying. But yeah. Limbus is so leveling merged together. Well, maybe, but you can give it a read. It is definitely a good one. Umbag is such a cute dog boy. I see. Yeah, well. That's true, Logbag is cute. But yeah. It's always the cute ones that die, I would say. Well, if you remember, yeah. What was the Shendra? Yeah. Shendra, yeah. Was also cute and yeah. That's usually their downfall, I'd say.
맞아요, 감룡. 촌뜨기 같이 굴지 마요. 이름값이라도 하고 싶은 거예요?
Okay, that's some acting is acting Sinclair. She's right, Gabriel. Don't act like a country bumpkin. You want your mannerisms to match your name. Okay. I wonder where Sinclair got that from, but yeah. 100% going to look into it. I see. Yeah, it is a good read. I really liked it. Indot has some night with you, but yeah.
이 새끼가 지금 뭐야?
The hell are you saying now? What is this? What is it?
그게 아니라 히스클리프 씨 대본이에요, 대본. 제가 집은 종이에는 그렇게 쓰여 있단 말이에요.
Remember Sinclair did study theater. Really? Yeah, that's true. He is from a rich school, you could say. Where he did. Where he also had maracas lessons, which were quite funny. But yeah. Even just reading from the script, Mr. Heathcliff. The script. That's just what mine says. I guess they got scripts from that.
뭘 그렇게 자기들끼리 속닥거려?
What are you whispering like that?
그게 말이야, 동백. 감룡이가 새삼스럽게 우리가 어떻게 여기 T사에 모이게 되었는지 회상을 하고 있어서.
You know, Dombek, Gabriel was thinking back how we all managed to gather here at T-Corp. Wait a minute. So this T-Corp then, where we are currently at?
아, 괜히 거슬리네. 야, 그 이름 부르지 마라.
That really bugs me. Oi, don't call me by that name. I wonder if there's some kind of punishment if you don't follow the script. Yeah, I have a feeling Heathcliff, he really has become the punching bag. He's always the one that first gets to experience the misfortune. And then the others learn from it, I guess.
좋네요. 감룡이도 항상 그렇게 말하곤 했거든요. 자기 본명으로 부르지 말라고.
Okay. Good acting. The real Gabriel always used to ask us not to call him by his name too. Okay.
당신이 말할 순번이요, 상어.
It's now your turn to speak, Sang-hyo.
그러니까
So I guess Otis, yeah, makes sense. Otis never did theater or acting.
우리의 고향 S사는 알다시피 많은 것이 망가지고 변하고 있는 격동의 상태였다.
As some might know, our hometown, S-Corps District, was going through a turbulent time. Many things breaking and changing.
허울 좋은 말만 늘어놓는 윗선의 몽상과들과 부패한 탐관오리들 때문에 민생과 경제는 매일같이 불안정하며 일그러졌고
Because of daydream higher-ups who tell sweet-sounding words with no substance and corrupt officials squeezing the people, the public's life and economy are tattered and twisted more and more each day.
날개 간의 협약, 취직, 그 무엇 하나 보장해주지 못한 채 우리같이 지식을 추구하고 공부하려 하던 연구원들은 간단한 나사못 하나를 구하는 것조차 벅찬 상황이었지.
With no guarantees of arrangements between wings or positions to apply for, researchers like us, who pursued the studies of knowledge, struggled to find even a simple bolt to help ourselves.
그때 영지 형이 우리를 불러 모았다.
That was when brother Young-ji brought us together. I guess this Young-ji guy is the guy that was, whose face got scrapped, you could say.
아, 이상과 동백이는 제가 불렀잖아요. 같은 동네에서 자랐으니까요.
I was the one who called Isa and Donbag. We grew up in the same town. Okay, I guess they are childhood friends.
그래, 영지 형과 동랑이 우리를 불러 모았다.
I see Don Rangers wanted to correct this story. Right, brother Young-ji and Don Rang brought us together.
제가 말했어요.
There, I suggested. Wait, what did Honglu say? Is he also currently acting, or is he just saying, his usual Honglu stuff?
T사라는 날개는 한창 눈부신 기술의 발전이 이루어지고 있는 곳이라 기계와 기술의 발명에 아낌없는 지원을 하고 있다고.
He's already acting. The wing called T-Corp is seeing remarkable technology growth nowadays, generously backing inventions of machines and technology.
그러니 부품들을 구하는 건 일도 아니며 그곳의 사람들은 모두가 발명을 업으로 삼으며 살아간다. 라고.
So it should be no problem at all to get any part we need. They are all, need there. All the people who went for a living.
그래서 뜻이 맞는 자들끼리 함께 그 모든 위협을 무릅쓰고 맨몸으로 도망쳐 건너온 거랍니다.
So, the like-minded swan defected to his district empty-handed, risking everything.
모두의 바람대로 우리는 이곳에서 연구를 계속할 수 있었지.
As I wished, we were free to continue our research here. Okay. So I guess, yeah. They are talking about research.
비록 그 속의 색은 반납해야 했기에 보이는 눈부심은 없었지만
Even though we had to yield the colors in them, make it so they didn't outwardly shine. So I guess they made it, yeah, I guess they got to research, but they are not allowed, they had to make it accessible, you could say. Maybe something like that. Yeah, making, not something too dangerous. Maybe something like that. It means outwardly shine. I have no idea. As Mercer, or League of Nine Literature's members he played pointed out, I couldn't see any color in the space. Oh, I see, so they meant it did they mean it literally? So, I wonder how T-Corp looks like, or the T-District. Would be fun if it's really just no colors at all. Even the flower just outside the window was devoid of color, waving like a two-bit blur.
T사에서는 색깔을 가진다는 것이 일종의 특권이에요.
Wait a minute, so it's really a place that is just colorless. In T-Corp's district, 10 colors is a kind of privilege. Okay. Okay, why are they now capitalizing on colors also? And how did they do that? Because how did they take the color from the materials and just make it like this?
색을 빼앗는다고요?
They take away colors? I'm thinking, what kind of use would they even have? can't really imagine much you can do with colors.
색깔은 곧 정체성이니까요. 유일성을 빼앗으려면 그것만큼 좋은 방법이 없겠죠. 그렇지 않나요?
Colors establish identity. There are few better ways to rob ones of uniqueness than this. Isn't that right? Well, yeah, that's true. If you have colors, you can, change the identity, you could say. Well, kind of, but yeah. It's one of the reasons why world building on Limbus is so good. Yeah, that's true. I was expecting that they meant literal colors. Well, that explains why the picture is also kind of old school, but yeah. Yeah, colors are kind of quite important. Because if we, for example, my mold right now, it's mostly blue. So what would happen if I was, it would still look unique because of the clothes and everything, but yeah. But colors, do make the purse, you could say. For example, Sinclair and Don Quixote, they would look a bit too similar if it went for, they still look similar now I think about it, but yeah. Imagine this regular place where there's no color. Yeah, that's something. Well, you can make a room of that, like just black and white colors or something like that. But yeah, in Ireland, an entire town like that, that must be exhausting, I'd say. And it will cost it would cost a lot more if you have to paint everything because of that. But yeah.
맞아요.
Well, I think technically speaking, this is a color. So the grayness or brownness is a color. But yeah, for sure.
그리고 가진 것 없는 놈이 그나마 가지고 있던 무언가였기라도 하지.
And colors are some of the few little things the poor could normally have. Okay. Yeah. Wait a minute. Now if I remember correctly, the flashback with Yi-sang and the mirror, wouldn't it be interesting if, because the mirror had colors, now I think about it was purple and such. Maybe the thing Yi-sang invented, he wanted to show the other people colors, and because of that, it got really dangerous, and then he had to flee. Or, this is why this disbanded, you could say. Because the mirror showed colors, and then Tico was angry. That's my current guess. The poor becomes poorer. Yeah, in Limbus especially. Honestly, I have no idea how, maybe I become fixers, but yeah. I don't know how they would climb up, you could say. Maybe there are ways, but yeah.
야, 는 계속 떠들고만 있을 거니?
Yeah, annoying. Are you gonna keep chatting away? Excellent guess. I see. So it might be like that because of the mirror.
오늘은 낭수래잖아. 잘 봐. 내가 기깔난 놀이를 만들어 왔으니까.
The conference is today. Watch. I've made a vibrant amusement. Okay. Leader, this is a Tico Class 2 collector staff speaking. Your bright colors are to be taxed, as both blue and red make it double. Your hours, I don't have 10 billion. 10 billion and 40 million. Wait a minute, I think that's... I think it's 10 billion, 40 million. I'm done, yeah. Well, I'm not in teacup right now. But yeah. I'm back after a brief leave. Well, no problem, GBG. I agree, Manchester, you owned us. You owned us, so 10 billion and 40,000 aren't. Well, it got much cheaper. But yeah. I'm not in teacup. You are just imagining it. This is just a hologram. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not here. Definitely not here.
보렴, 이전보다 잘 터지지 않니?
Look, it blows better than before, doesn't it?
대체 왜 옛날부터 아니라 폭죽에 집착했던 거예요, 동백 씨?
I have to wonder, what is up with your obsession with explosives? I mean fireworks, don't bag.
여기서는 밤에도 대낮같이 환한 조명들이랑 증기연기 때문에 별이 안 보이잖아. 고향에서는 별이 진짜 예뻐서 다 같이 하늘 보는 재미가 있었는데.
Okay. Here you can see the stars in the night sky, thanks to blinding lights and smokestacks filled the air. The stars were so pretty in my hometown. It was fun watching them together. Okay.
심지어 색마저 없지. 우리가 있던 곳에서는 그나마 꽃의 색이라도 볼 수 있었는데.
What's more, there's no color here. Where we were, we could at least see the colors of the flowers. Okay.
그래서 이렇게라도 보고 싶어.
So I want to bring it back in some way. Well, but I wonder, the fireworks, if they have color, yeah. Well, I think they might be just brown fireworks or something. But yeah.
이것 봐. 비록 색이 없어도 보이잖아.
Look, even if it's all black and white, you can still see it, right? Well, I wouldn't say this black and white. I would say everything looks more like brown. But yeah.
불꽃은 참 따뜻한 색깔이라는 거.
Fire makes such a warm color. Okay. Now think about it. Well, if everything's black and white, doesn't that mean they have all the colors? Because technically speaking, black is all the colors combined into one. And this is how black comes out. I think at least. Wait. Or was it white that was like that? Wait. Wait. Yeah, I have no idea. Let's see. Or maybe it was just light. Who knows? But yeah, I wasn't able to find anything. Fire makes such a warm color.
아, 부끄럽네. 나는 이렇다 할 기술이 아직 없어.
I'm a bit embarrassed. I don't have anything to show off for now.
그걸 그렇게 해맑게 말할 일이니?
Is that really something to admit so merrily? Well, white is all colors, black is all colors paint, I think. I see, so it's both. Well, thank you, GBG, and welcome back. So yeah, well, I guess, yeah. I guess, yeah, technically speaking, they have all the colors. Yeah. Well, thank you for the info. I wasn't able to find much.
길거리에 다친 동물들을 치료하는 것만 해도 시간이 모자라더라고.
Treat injured animals on the streets took much of my time. Wait, I see. So that means this table there with the cat is Dong Rang's table then. But why is there a puppet? Honestly, I think there's some kind of symbolism, this puppet there. Well, it can either mean two things, I think. Either Dong Rang is, well, controlled by something, or yeah, he's the puppet. Or, for me it makes more sense, he's the puppet master, you could say. Like, as you can see, there's a puppet that you can control. So, well, that's my guess for the symbolism. Maybe it's Dong Rang that's controlling, well, maybe us or something, like a puppet. That's my guess currently.
고향에 두고 온 누렁이가 생각나서 발걸음을 못 대겠는 거 있지?
I couldn't leave them be. They remind me of the yellow calf I left behind in my hometown. Wait. Are calves yellow? Wait. Are calves yellow? I always thought, I think calves are the baby cows. Aren't they usually white or brown? Or, well, I think also white and black. Other than that, yeah, I don't really know. Also pure brown, I think. Yeah, trying to think of the color combinations a cow can have. There are so many. But yeah.
너를 엄청 잘 따랐는데 뭐가 좋다고?
It used to like you so much. I don't get what it saw in you. Well, it's quite sad to see him crying. bit malnourished now, I think about it, because yeah, if you look, you can see the rib cage. Poor cow. But yeah, that's brown for me. Director who hasn't thought of any of that and just allowed background artists to draw whatever. Oh, really? Oh. So I guess, yeah. Guess no, well, nothing to do with the story.
어미한테 버려졌으니까 기대어 온기를 느낄 곳을 찾는 건 생물의 본능이야.
Light brown can be seen as yellow. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's also possible. Yeah, yellow cough exists, especially in Europe and Germany. Europe like Germany. Really? I will have to look. Well, yeah, it's light brown. And really cute. But yeah. I think I've seen those before. We don't actually know. There might be symbolism. I'm just mostly joking. I see. So we don't know if it's, well, if the background is connected or not. For my country, only brown, black and white cows exist here. I see. Yeah, for me it's, yeah, there's a lot of colors. I think I also once saw a red one, I think. That was quite funny. I was in the mountains and, well, I was grilling meat, sausages. And then then the cows came and yeah, it was quite funny, but yeah. Yeah, it was abandoned by its mother, seeking warmth to lean on. It's an instinct. It's an instinct all living beings have. Okay.
뭐 지금쯤이면 새끼를 뱄으려나?
Well, by now I guess it has offspring.
아마 아닐걸? 수송아지였거든.
Probably not. The calf was male. Yeah, I don't think the calf exists now. Well, either it has become a bull and is used for breeding, or it has become meat to eat. Yeah, that's the, well, that's I think that's the fate of the calf. I said just for my script, pre-script. I guess all of you also got a script then. Guess I'm the only one without one. Well, I'm the narrator, you could say. So yeah. What? Oh. Yeah, I guess well, one of the zombies became an actor. It makes sense now why Dora is obsessed with chickens. He loves animals. Yeah, that's true. Wait, now think of that's quite a twisted love. He doesn't want the animals to die, and this is why he, well, created these regeneration ampules. They don't have to die, but they have to, well, I guess that's technically speaking a win, because the animals don't have to die and we get meat and food. So yeah, that's a twisted love, I would say. At least, yeah. Good morning, how's it going? Well, hello, that one guy, welcome. I hope you have a great day, have a great day. And yeah, it's going good, I say. We are currently exploring the backstory. I say this, well, this really is a long chapter now, I think about, because we have been half an hour just been talking, I think. And we haven't even entered the dungeon. Yeah, this will be a long one. Oh, a shock.
또 시작이네.
Alright, so well written. Yeah. Oh brother, here we go again.
감룡, 네 외상값 받으려고 술집 주인이 또 찾아온 것 같은데 얼른 나가보지 그래?
Gabriel, looks like the bar owner is here to take the tab to tap you all again. Why don't you go outside and greet them? Yeah. Yeah, it's always Heathcliff, I have to say. It's always Heathcliff. I don't know if the writers have something against him, but yeah. It's always him.
뭐야 저 새끼들? 왜 여기까지 찾아온 거야?
What the? Those crooks. How'd they get here?
황금가지와 이상 씨의 강한 공명으로 인해 K사 연구소 전체가 가지의 영향을 받고 있어요.
The strong resonance of the golden bow with Isang is affecting the The strong resonance of the golden bow with Isang is affecting the entire laboratory building. Okay.
덕분에 저들도 같이 휘말렸지만 이상 씨와는 아무 고리가 없죠.
I guess you could say they are the background characters. They are caught up in it as well. They have no ties to Isang.
아무런 역할도 부여받지 못한 자들이기에 이곳을 훼손하려 할 거예요. 자아심도가 불안정할수록 더 심해지겠죠.
Since they weren't given any roles in the play, they instead tried to ruin the stage. It will only get worse as the phantoms grow unstable. So yeah, I guess, yeah. Yeah, we have to defeat them. Otherwise, the dungeon becomes unstable.
그러니까 우리가 빨리 이곳의 이야기를 진행해야 된다는 거군요.
In other words, we have to be quick with moving the play's plot along. Yeah.
누구처럼 꿈을 대면서 종이에 적힌 대본대로 안 읽고 얼빵하게 헛짓거리를 할수록 더 많은 적에게 노려진다는 거잖아요.
I say for the story that we have to the story says we have to hurry up. But surprisingly, this dungeon is one of the longer ones. So I guess yeah, we are kind of doing the opposite. The more time we spend fooling around like a certain complete oath instead of reading what the script says, the more enemies will attack us. I guess those that have a role right now just read, and while the others are attacking the monsters. But yeah. I think Heathcliff is grounded, so every time something logical or realistic happens, it's always for Heathcliff to deal with. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, most of the time we have just seen Heathcliff, being the punching bag, you could say. So maybe he will have more scenes. Well, he already has a lot. A lot more than Ishmael, I would say. Ishmael just got melted once, and that's it. Ishmael began to lightly limber up, cracking her joints.
그러니 일단은 눈앞의 적들에게 집중하죠.
So let's focus on the foes on the deck for now. Okay. So I guess we get the fight. Or may not. Nisan's level rises to 35. Nisan's supply and threat spin rises to tier 3. Okay. So maybe we have to collect those? Who knows? I just think of an idea, Manchester. Really? What is the idea? Yeah, I'll just go... Well, it's technically speaking the same. I see, so this is how you can see the weaknesses, I see, of the enemies, you would say. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
볼 것도 없이 처형이군.
Let's see what happens now. Oh, just fight. Yeah, it's a dragon one, so it should be fine, I think.
점 찍었네.
Okay, this way. I guess we are now at the starting point of the story. And yeah, I think there are 3 levels. Or 5. But yeah. I say it's... Well, I guess we are seeing how the league got destroyed, you could say. Or what happened. Well, we did see some flashbacks. Well, and apparently it's Isang's fault. So I think the mirror might be important for that. I forgot about the punishment this week. What if your punishments where you have to stream this whole dungeon until you finish? And then next week you don't have to worry about the punishment. Well, if I were to do that, we would have to speedrun the dungeon. Well, yeah, we can see how it goes. Well, it's a really long dungeon. Well, I would have to see. Because the creator stream, I do have something prepared for that.
그간 평안하였는지 모르겠어.
By the way, I just read, and you really can equip support IDs for his son. That is an idea. I see. Yeah, maybe we'll just go through it, and if it's... Yeah, maybe for the boss I equip a support ID then. Well. Or maybe not, we'll have to see. What do you think of my idea? Is the idea or not? Well, from the time I can see and the dungeon length, she hates us. She does not want us to stream Limbus. Well, that's not it. It's just I have lunch. But yeah. Other than that, well, I have to think about it. I'd say we just play through it and see how far we go. That's all I can say. But yeah, I don't hate yoga. Wait, I don't hate yoga. It's just mostly, well, I can get slowly hangry, you could say. After a long while, well, yeah. Yeah. I just, wasn't prepared for that, you could say. But yeah, let's just see. We have been well since we conversed last. Okay, so yeah, that was Isan.
바깥으로는 꽃이 피고 드문드문 새가 지저귀는 소리가 들리는구려.
She loves us. Yeah, I love you. Say I love you. I see flowers bloom outside, and the birds chirp every now and then.
꽃향기는 제멋대로 풍겨지나 그들이 한데 섞이면 그건 그것대로 퍽 달큰한 향기가 돼요.
So the scents of flowers spread as they like. They create a rather sweet smell, once mingled in one place.
그대도 맡아본 적이 있을지 모르겠어.
I wonder if you've taken in such a smell.
동백이는 항상 얼굴에 그늘이 져 보여서 신경이 많이 쓰였는데.
Last week would have been funny if they decide to put the League of Nines names next to the characters that are playing them. I guess not. So I guess they might not be important characters for later. So that's why. I was always worried about the gloom on Dombek's face.
낭수레에서 보여주는 것엔 언제나 웃음이 담겨 있는 것 같아 보기가 좋네.
But the things she presents at Illuminators conferences are relieving to see. They carry a certain joy with them.
우리에겐 못다한 웃음을 기술에서 대신 보여주는 거로 생각해도 되는 걸까?
Can I take that as a way of indirectly expressing the smiles you could make at us?
뭐 자유롭게 생각하던가.
Well, take it however you want.
이상 무슨 생각을 하고 있어?
What are you thinking?
네 표정은 항상 종잡을 수 없어. 그래서 늘 의중이 궁금하단 말이야.
I just can't figure out what your face might mean. It makes me curious to know what's in your mind.
지금껏 스쳐간 이들 또한 그대와 같은 물음을 던졌어.
Those who I've brushed past until now ask the same question.
허나 언어로 명료히 내어놓기에 걸맞는 재주도 없었거니와 매끄러이 정리할 수 없을 정도로 묵지근하고 어지러워.
However, as I did not possess the eloquence to utter a concise answer in words, and the method itself was too wearisome and perplexing to clearly summarize.
늘 백지를 건네고야 마는 것이 나의 대답이었지.
I substitute my answer with a figurative blank sheet of paper. So I guess they always said, well, that's a way to converse. So if Isan doesn't want to talk, he just gives you a blank sheet of paper, and you have to guess, I guess.
알잖소.
You know what that is?
아무것도.
Nothing.
사실은 아무것도 아닌 게 아니었던 것 같소.
In truth, it may not have been nothing at all.
나는 파릇하게 흩날리고 싶었으며 서걱거리는 마음에 씨앗이 박히는 듯한 일렁임을 느끼곤 했지.
I feel desire to scatter into the winds, in lush bloom, sensing the sway of seeds, plunging into my crawling skin.
어때요? 제 연기는 볼만했나요?
Well, how was my acting? I'd say it sounded natural. Better than better than some I've heard. But yeah. Honglu complains about not being able to figure out anything by someone's face. The audacity. Yeah, that's true. Honglu is the one with the most poker face. He always smiles. Still no idea what his deal is. But yeah. I think the most we have seen Honglu was him talking about his family. Just smiling around. And yeah. And about how privileged he is, you could say. Or how rich he was. It's always those things.
영지영은 언제나 다정함이 넘치는 인물이었어. 누군가를 쉽사리 미워하거나 힐난하지 않았지.
Brother Yongji was a man of kindness. He was not one to rash have a spite or reproach for others. So I guess Honglu is playing Yongji.
그 점이 닮았어.
You resemble him in that sense. Okay. Yeah, this will be a long one, as you can see from this. That's center.
볼 것도 없이 처형이군.
So currently, on speaker, I would say I have no way to explain what I think. You could say it's hard to tell. Well, what I mean if it's a story. Man of kindness, he says. Yeah. Maybe that's a reference or something. But yeah. I think they're fighting a new monster. And this is my first time seeing that. But yeah. It's well, we're getting the backstory, but I wonder what is. Well, with the speed we are going, yeah, it will be a long time, I'd say. This dungeon will take much longer. Well, at least from what I can see. But yeah. I'm currently thinking about how the story might end. Yeah, most likely the story will end with Isang, well, confronting his past and accepting it. What happened, maybe? Who knows? Oh, nothing. I thought there was a story coming. Is Kanto's idea? That is what is going on. That's true. Nothing I haven't heard Isang saying ideal at all since the start. I'm not reading that. I just go through it. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Okay, we got the ego. The start of turn, alias high under 40% heal. Okay. Might be something we might, well, not even need, but yeah. Will be interesting to see. What?
너희를 부른 건 말이야. 이번에
So what I want to say. I think this canto is one of the, well, is it the longest canto? I think it is. I heard it somewhere. But yeah, I guess the others will be shorter. But yeah, one. I think how many streams did we do for Canto 4? Let me just check. I'm quite curious about that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and currently it's the 5th one. Ah, not that many. I thought there would be more, but yeah. Is something close to the longest? Wait, it's not? I thought Canto 4 was the longest in all Limbus. Well. The other is the same as long as Canto 4. I see, so... Well, I guess we can expect then 5 streams for each Canto then. Maybe. Or maybe 6 streams, depending on it, but yeah. It all depends on time, I guess. But yeah. It's the evening comedy pace, so it seems much longer. I see, so it's just a feeling, but other than that, yeah, the other cantos might be much longer then. I see. Well, thanks for the info. You see, I called you this time because...
내가 만든 흥미로운 것을 보여주고 싶었어.
Well, hello, I don't have a friend. Welcome. I'll be great aware of great day. And yeah, we are playing Limbus. 5, 6 or 7 streams each canto. Yeah, that's true. That might be happening. Wait, if that were to happen, then we'd one day reach 70 streams or something. If we reach Canto 10, but yeah. Canto 8 is twice as long as Canto 4, ironically. Wait, really? Well, I guess this will be something else then. When I reach that. So yeah, I made something interesting that I'd like to show. Oh. Wait, is that the mirror?
영지, 이게 뭐야?
Youngji, what is this? I see. I remember now. This is the glass window that Youngji created, and through that, Yi-sang created the mirror. Yeah, I remember. Kaboom. Well, hello, Louis. Louis Negan. Welcome. Are you great or good day? And yeah, I guess you're back. So I guess you now have time. So welcome. It's good to see you. Okay.
덧없이 지는 것이 세상에는 너무 많지 않아?
There are simply too many transient things that we willed all too soon, don't you think? I'm crying. I see. Yeah. I guess this is the fragment of the downfall, you could say. Kind of. Through the creation of this that shows you color, the Tikao came and yeah, everyone else got in danger. But yeah, I wonder if this glass kind of, you could say, is made with light, because light has all the colors. If you think about it, if you split it apart, it has all the colors. So my guess is this mirror can split apart light to make it so that the other things have colors, you could say, to replicate colors. That's my guess currently.
나비는 그저 가볍게 날아오르고자 했을 뿐인데 그 죄로 영영 삶을 떠나버려야 되는 건 너무 안타깝지 않은가 싶어서.
The butterfly only wanted to lightly flutter, but to be punished with death for that crime. That felt too unfortunate. Yep, my motorcycle broke down, so I leave it for tomorrow. I see. Well, I hope it gets repaired soon then. And yeah, that you don't have to use it today, so you can just get it repaired then. So yeah.
설마 죽은 것을 되살린 거야? 그런 기술은 머리에서 조약적으로 금기된.
Did you bring it back from the dead? I thought that kind of technology was forbidden by Head's treaty. Wait a minute. Is that the other butterfly, you could say? Like from the poem of Hisang saying, through the mirror, you see another you? Doesn't that mean the glass window? I see, so the butterfly already died. So through this window, they are seeing, you could say, the other butterfly. The one that is in the mirror world, you could say. Well, that is interesting. So it isn't a mirror that makes you see colors. Instead, it shows you the live version, you could say. That's my guess at least, currently. Or the mirror, the mirror butterfly.
아니요. 사체는 그대로이나 무언가 더 씌워졌구려.
It's no such case. Although the carcass remains inanimate, something has overridden it. Different ID butterfly war. Yeah, it's a really rare one. Yeah, you get it in 1 in a million chance. Who knows? But yeah.
맞아. 정확히 말하면 유리창이야.
That's right. To be exact, it's a glass window.
창 안에서 나비는 이제 자유로워질 수 있는 거지.
So I guess it's a glass window to another, to the mirror world or another world, depending on it. But yeah, in that world, the butterfly had colors and survived, you could say. Yeah, the butterfly can now be free within it.
연못을 건너려다 날개가 젖어버려도 소나기에 잡혀 가루로 부서져도 꽃을 찾지 못해 메말라 가더라도
Even if its wings dampen while trying to cross a pond, or gripped in somebody's hands, crumble to dust, or dry out due to a lack of flowers. Well, that's a lot of dark scenarios for the butterfly.
나비는 멈추지 않을 거야. 그러다가 마침내
The butterfly won't stop, and eventually, in the distant future. Well, I'm pretty sure the butterfly would be dead if any of that happened.
바다까지 건너게 되는 것이겠네요.
It will make it across the sea. It is a beautiful butterfly, and it will fly like a beautiful butterfly. I get another relapse of Yakuza brain rot. I see. So I guess that's a famous text from Yakuza.
그렇게 되면 나비는 바다조차도 무섭지 않게 되는 걸까요?
If that happens, Will the butterfly no longer be afraid of the sea?
엄청나네 영지. 이 기술 정도의 수준이라면 활용이 무궁무진하겠어.
Splendid, Youngji. This level of technology could have numberless applications.
영지, 정말 이 기술 낭소래만을 위해 만든 거 맞아?
Youngji, are you sure? You really made this just for the conference? Yeah, this, might become dangerous. Yeah, and because Yisan then created the mirror, and with the glass window, yeah. My guess is they got hunted down afterwards. And this is why they disbanded. When Manjasta looks at the glass mirror, she sees her other video mall. Yeah, that's true. There's another thing I might see. But that's a spoiler.
그게 무슨 말이야?
What do you mean by that?
각자의 생업에서 일을 마치고 시간을 짬짬이 내어 취미삼아 만든 기술을 서로에게 보여주며 감상을 나누는 것.
A gathering where we show technology we've created as a hobby in our free time, after returning from a day's work, sharing our thoughts.
그것이 우리 구인회가 가지는 낭수의 의의이자 낭만 아니었어?
Was that the significance and appeal of Illuminators Conference, our league had?
그런데 이 기술은 단순히 취미로 만든 것이 아닌 것 같은데?
But it doesn't look like a simple hobby horse to me. Yeah, that's true. It's quite revolutionary, I would say.
너 설마 아직 그때 일 때문에?
I was still not over what happened then. Well, I guess that's foreshadowing for something.
동백은 그렇게 보는구나.
That's how you see it, not Mike?
너의 견해도 궁금한데 이상?
I'd like to know what you think as well, Yisang. No comment, I guess.
동랑의 말대로 이건 위대한 첫 발견이라 하여도 과언은 아니오.
As Thornrang rightfully assessed, this is nothing short of a great first discovery.
허나
Alas,
유리창의 성의가 긴다면
I'm here. Well, hello anywhere, welcome. Have a great day, have a great day. And yeah, we are playing Limbus Company. So yeah, I just forgot. Just a warning for those. Limbus is quite dark and brutal. Just a warning. Well, we haven't encountered these brutal parts because yeah, we're still in the past. If frost were to be formed on the glass window,
비친 대상도 똑같이 흐릿하게 보일 것이오.
it will blur the reflection image all the same. Now glad I'm thinking, what if Asta becomes a playable character? I can pull her different ideas, her different video mall. I'll spend all my lunacy. I see. Well, thank you, Twilight Cherry. Yeah, well. There might be other Miis, but they never got the chance, you could say. Yeah. There's, well, you will see the video lore later. Well, speaking, well, yeah, I currently, well, not really on the novel, but I'm currently making the summary of the video lore. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff I had to write. But yeah. Yeah, there is, you can say there's lots of Miis, but through chance and coincidence, I got there. But yeah. That is another thing. But yeah. It's interesting. Yeah, Limbus is, the story is interesting. So yeah. Ideal man. Yeah. We are now at the ideal chapter. Or canto.
따라서 유리창의 창살은 더 튼튼하고 반듯하게 만들어져야 할 테요.
As such, the frame of this glass window we need to be made firmer and straighter.
아,
Okay.
이상. 너는 고작 한 번 보았을 뿐인데도 이것의 본질까지 꿰뚫고 있구나.
Isang, you managed to see through its essence from just a single glance. Yeah, now think out. I think Guido hasn't appeared here. Yeah, my guess is Guido will appear sometimes. The other guy that was with Graves' mother. I'm pretty sure he has his own script or something. That's my guess though. Maybe he won't appear. That would also be something. But yeah. I'm a shrimp. I see.
그런데 나한테는 도무지 방도가 떠오르지 않으니 이렇게 하는 게 어떨까?
But personally, I can't seem to think of a way. So how about this instead?
이상, 너만의 방식으로 다시 만들어보는 거야.
Isang, try and recreate it in your own way. And this is how the mirror got created. His name's Kubo, no? Could be Kubo. Yeah, could be. Wait, who's Guido then? I remember now. That's for something else. That is another one of my nightmare views. Just ignore it. Yeah. I suddenly remembered, yeah. Yeah, Guido is the name of another character that I have a nightmare of. It's just a silly Minecraft roleplay video that I, since this day, I'm traumatized of. Yeah, yeah. Oh, wait, yeah, that's true. There's Guido from Angkor, yeah. That's true, that's true. I see, so I meant I like shrimp. I see, so I see. So you just like shrimp. I thought you were shrimp. I see. Guido is Angkor fanatic, Kubo's red glasses. That is true. Yeah, that's true, there's also that other Guido. Yeah, well, I know 2 Guidos. And 2 of them, well, one traumatized me, and that's from another thing. And the other was from Limbus. But yeah. I'm very confused why you say Guido. I see. Yeah, honestly, I thought his name was Guido. But I guess it was Kubo. So I guess Kubo will appear later. Yeah, they both start with G. That sometimes may happen.
나의 방식.
My own way.
맞아. 다음 낭수회 때 말이야.
That's right. My next conference.
내가 유리창 같은 가치 있는 기술을 다루어도 괜찮은 것이오.
Is it truly okay for me to handle technology as valuable as a glass window? Does this game have checkpoints? Yeah, it has. Like, you're just going chapter through chapter. So that's kind of a checkpoint.
그게 아니야. 가치가 있기에 제안하는 거지.
You got it wrong. I'm taking this suggestion because it's valuable. Okay. I guess this is, you could say, the build-up. And later... Wait. Sorry, I had a hiccup. So yeah, later it will be, you could say, what happened afterwards.
점 찍었네.
Like, we are currently at the preparation stage, then comes the climax, and then the downfall. I think at least. But yeah. Let's see how it goes. So yeah. Well, we already saw some flashbacks, and now we are getting the explanation of flashbacks, I think. That's my guess. And the last one we saw was Misang and Kubo running away. Well, or Kubo saying that Misang should run away with him. But my guess is Misang didn't do it. Instead went his own way, you could say. But yeah. That's I used to say, sometimes I just watch them attack and just it's quite mesmerizing seeing how the HP goes down. No idea why. Okay. And well, I would say there we have it, but I guess. And I just see Kiri's funny kick performance about this. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, Otis is, you could say, currently. Well, I think the middle, the middle Otis is kind of Mafia inspired, you could say. Well, or maybe a bit Yakuza inspired also. Could be. So yeah, they're just kicking and fighting. I said, I really like the animation of those fights. It's fun to watch. I just, well, in the middle dungeon, I just look at them fighting and that's it. And listening to podcasts. That's also something. But yeah. Still no idea what impasto means. Honestly, when I hear impasto, I just think of imposter. Oh wait, too much Among Us, I would say. I would like to see if you... Well, to see if ever you complete a mill team someday. Well, this might take a while. Especially because I don't even have the Heathcliff. Maybe one day. Depending on it, but yeah. Well, I did see that there was a Mersault for 2 stuff. That's from the bill. But yeah. That's all I remember. Use the shards to get the other mill ID in the future. Well, I think I have no idea how to use these shards. I just do it randomly, you could say. Wait, oh. Accidentally dragged the wrong thing. There. I was going too fast. Well, this one is quite simple, so let's just go for it. Yeah, why not? Fully heal. Unless with full HP station. Wait, that's yeah, why not? I see. We just got a free heal. He clears the heart of the middle team. I see. Didn't know that. But yeah. Makes sense though, because Heathcliff is the big brother, I think. Yeah. That looked like, looked like a cool Heathcliff. Yeah, we just use win rate. Because there's no way I'm just ranking each one of them. But yeah. Well, that was fast. Yeah, I think with the current team, we are able to survive a lot. But I have no idea if I will survive Canto 5 though. Because the Don't Bike fight was already difficult. That means the Canto 5 fight, the final boss, will be really difficult then. Because apparently that's where the game, really starts to go, you could say. So that will be interesting. But yeah. I'm excited to see it. Apparently Canto 5 is Mersault. So I guess we might we might get to know more about Encore maybe. Well, I think at least. I wonder what they would say about Chromines, I think. Because we did kill them, technically speaking. Even though it was Damien. But yeah. Okay. Yeah. If there's a nothing happens option, I always choose the other one. If you want to survive Canto 5, you really need to use a mill fishwire. Yeah. That's, I have to level it up. It might take a while. But yeah. Might have to do it. Okay, we got an egg. First turn of each encounter. Gain 2 ego resources of random affinity. Well, that's quite useful, I think. And we arrived at a checkpoint. Wonder what happens there. But yeah. It looks like the group was at peace. Yeah, for now.
잠깐 동안은 좋았어요. 꼭 여행이라도 온 것처럼. 고향을 버리고 새로운 곳을 찾아 떠나오면 모든 게 괜찮아질 줄 알았는데.
Things were good for a short while. It was as though we are on a trip. We thought everything would be fine after leaving our hometown for this new place, but alas. I guess they just newly, you could say, moved there to Teacup. And yeah. I'm pretty sure the mirror is the reason why everything went downhill.
결국 어디든 간에 사람 사는 곳은 똑같더라고요.
At the end of the day, human societies weren't so different from each other.
오늘 장에 가서 수상한 걸 보았다.
Today, I saw something suspicious at the market.
정말 궁금한데 뭔데 상어?
Now that intrigues me. What is this Sanghyo?
이 발명품 감룡. 네가 구인에서 만들었던 것이 아닌가?
This invention. Wasn't this your work for the League of Flying, Capyon?
그런데 뭔 시장까지 탐방을 돌고 그래? 신뢰와 믿음으로 똘똘 뭉쳤던 우리 구인회 아니었나?
It is, but I mean, there's no need to scour markets and all that, right? It's just the fate that binds us together, isn't it? Ah, I see. I guess this Dang Leon guy, he's in debt? well, and because of that, he decided to sell one of his inventions. And I guess this isn't allowed, you could say. That's my guess right now. But yeah.
구인의 9구유를 잊었나 보군.
You must have forgotten the League's nine laws. Okay. So I guess, yeah, Darion sold his invention, and that's forbidden.
구. 멋지군.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. How will Ryushu act? Because I have no idea how. Helen and fascinating. I have no idea what that means.
류슈 씨, 대본에 없는 말하면 큰일 나요.
Oh. Ryushu, you aren't supposed to say things that aren't in the script. I say I really like the dynamic between Ryushu and Sinclair. Sinclair just somehow can't understand Ryushu, which is funny.
알아. 달달 외우게 시켰는데 그걸 까먹겠냐?
I know. They made me memorize every word of it. You think I forget?
구인의 내부로부터 만든 어떠한 기술도 외부에 유통하지 않는다. 특히 돈 냄새에 물들지 않도록.
League of Nine Laws. Yeah. No technology made within the League shall be distributed outside. Be particularly careful not to be tainted with the smell of money. Yeah, and I guess this guy, yeah. This guy is the money-hungry, greedy one. My guess is he saw the mirror, reported it, or tried to sell it secretly. And because of that, everyone found out about it, and this is how the League had to flee, or got disbanded. And someone died. That's my guess. Okay. Yeah, I have no idea what that means to us. So yeah.
그런데 엿새 안에 연구실 방세를 내지 않으면 모조리 차압한다는데 그럼 뭐 어떻게 할까?
But we've been told that all our property will be seized if you don't pay the rent for the laboratory within the next few days, next 6 days. What are we supposed to do? Well, maybe invent something outside of the League to sell. Maybe. I have no idea how that works. But yeah.
뭐라도 해야 할 거 아니야. 우리가 공장에서 버는 돈으로는 입에 풀칠이나 겨우 하는 판인데.
We have got to do something about it. The money we earn at the factory can barely keep us fed. I see, so yeah. I guess he thought it was yeah, selling, I guess yeah. Michael selling the inventions is what brought their downfall. Because now the people know that what they invent is quite useful and powerful. And that's why they had to flee.
연구를 하고 싶다는 일념으로 빈털터리 몸만 갖고 S사에서 건너온 우리가 대체 뭔 돈을 내서 방세를 내냐고.
We got here from Escorp's district, taking nothing but passion for research with us. Tell me, how else are we gonna pay the rent? Well, you can always take extra jobs, I think. But yeah, might be hard though.
틀린 말은 아니다. 우리에게 과세가 유독 더 부과되는 것도 S사에서 넘어왔다는 딱지 탓이지.
That's a valid point. Taxes are heavy on us because we migrated from another district.
사실상 우리가 정기적으로 낼 수 없는 액수를 그들은 요구하고 있다.
Yeah, the demanding a fee we cannot afford to pay regularly. I guess. Yeah, my guess is the reason why they do that is because they want you to go back, you could say. Maybe something like that. Who knows?
돈은 내가 지불할 수 있어. 그러니 이 일은 그냥 묻어두지 않겠나?
I can pay that. So I suggest we put this matter to rest.
잠깐, 나는 왜 처음 듣는 말이야? 차압이라니. 너도 알고 있었어, 영재? 네 입으로 직접 말해.
Wait, why haven't I been told? Yeah, why haven't I been told about this before? Cease? Didn't you all along, Yongji? I want to hear it from you directly.
흥분한 건 알겠지만 영지 형에게는 말을 가려서 하도록, 동백.
I understand that you're upset, but be mindful of what you say to bro Yongji, Donbaek.
나는 괜찮아, 상어.
I'm fine, Sangheo.
동백, 해결되면 바로 말하려고 했어. 구인의 일이라면 제일 먼저 길길이 날뛰는 게 너일 것 같아서.
Come back. I was planning to tell you once it had been dealt with. I figured you'll be the first to get furious about matters concerning the League. So yeah, I guess we are now seeing, you could say, the ripples of the League, you could say. There are small cracks forming, and one day this will break down. And yeah. And this is how they got disbanded. So it's starting now. We got the build-up, and now we are slowly reaching the climax, you could say.
그리고 이상 그렇게 해준다니 너무 고맙지만 어떻게 그래?
And Isang, I sincerely appreciate your offer. I couldn't possibly take it.
괜찮소. 쌓아보아야 덧없으니 부디 구인을 위해 써주시오.
It bothers me not, but accumulating wealth has no meaning to me. I urge you to spend it for the League's sake.
응? 잠깐, 이성 씨 그렇게 부자였어요?
What? Wait, Isang, we're that rich? Wait, I wonder. Wait, is it Ishmael right now really asking, or is it just her playing the script? I wonder.
자기 대사는 잘 외워야 하지 않겠어요?
Oh, I guess this was a genuine question. You might want to do a better job at remembering your part, yes?
또다시 적들이 공격해 올 텐데요.
Then Miss will start attacking again, you know?
종이에 뻔히 적힌 것도 제대로 못 읽는 띨빵이가 여기 있었네.
Look who's fooling around like an oaf, failing what's as easy as reading words on paper. Both. I see, so it was a genuine question, and I also kind of acting. I see. And yeah, Heathcliff and Ishmael are fighting again. Huh. And yeah. Well, that was interesting. So yeah, Yisang might be rich. That's what we found out. Just maybe. Well, that's my guess currently. Well, oh dear. I wondered. Well, now think out. Yisang does get a salary now, think about it, and yeah. He doesn't really care about wealth, you could say, or accumulating it. So I guess he just has a bank account with money that he isn't using, you could say. Yeah, he would be rich then. If he doesn't spend it on himself and just does it like that. Shippers will look at that and say they love their lovers. That's true. Well, a good enemy to lovers is always, well, it's always a good trope, I would say. It is also interesting. Well, only if it's good, executed good, but yeah. Oh. We are entering a boss fight. Now I think yeah, let's use a better Ishmael. Because yeah. I didn't level up mine. Wait. Well, let's take this one, I think. Yeah. Yeah, now we have Ishmael. Yeah, now we have the Otis and Ishmael combo. Ishmael and Heathcliff is perfect for each other. Yeah, they always fight. I think Heathcliff was also the one that also smashed Ishmael's head in the first canto. So they are made for each other. Maybe. It was love at first smash. Wait. It was, yeah. That, I just realized, but yeah. Not only that's one, there's... Wait, disgusting? I have no idea what that
이거
means.
참 설레는구려.
But yeah.
그 봄날 나는 조그만 거울을 하나 만들었어. 그걸 연심이라 이름 붙였지.
Yeah, my guess is we are now having the first boss fight. But yeah. No idea what it is though. On that spring day, I made a small mirror. I named it Yeonsim.
그리고 수많은 잡음과 훼손을 덜어내다가 우연히 잡힌 신호.
I think you're the only one I know who have that Hongdo ID and not use it. Really? Well, maybe later. But yeah. And I happened to catch a signal by tuning out numerous noises and shatterings. Because that whole idea is super strong. SSS, yeah. I see. Yeah, I've seen that it can survive a lot. But yeah. Well, I just put it randomly. Maybe I should use it, but yeah. One of them Ishmael Heathcliff shippers. I mean, they're friends. I see. They are friends.
연심 속에서 비로소 그대를 만난 것이오.
In your sim, I met you at last. Well, I think it's other Isang, you could say.
아름답고 담담한 나의 왼손잡이를.
Okay. My left-handed self, my beautiful serene. Well, I have to say, it's good that I just read the poem of the mirror. Because, yeah, I guess that's a reference. That hong is not that special without the theme. I see. Yeah, it does have synergy with the Heisho members. So yeah. Well, I guess Isa is looking at a successful Isa, you could say. Like, yeah. I think. I don't think they can communicate with each other, but yeah. Well. I say this kind of sounds like a love story. Like he fell in love with his mirror. Well, with his other self. Yeah, choose like the most relevant poem. I see. Yeah, that was the first one that came up in the picture.
반갑소. 나는
It's a pleasure to meet you. I am. Wait, can they even understand each other?
이상이라 하지. 이거 참으로 이상한 경험이네.
Oh, they can. Isang, isn't it? What a peculiar experience this is.
네가 들고 있는 그 거울은
And that mirror you're holding. I say this mirror Isang is sounds a bit much more colder than the Isang we know. Like not much emotion.
연심이라 하오.
It's what I call Yeonsim.
연심이라.
To grind or study, to seek.
이것은
yes,
무언가를 갈아내고 마음마저도 갈아내어 광을 낸 것이기에.
This is a product of grinding something, scrapping, in the mind to polish it.
그렇구나. 모든 이상은 연구의 진심이었나 봐.
Wait, I just noticed it. The mirror inside is called Sang-yi. Yeah, even the name is mirror then. I see. I suppose all versions of Isang were dedicated to research.
그대 날개가 돋아 있구려.
You have wings on your back, if my eyes aren't deceitful. Yeah, I wonder what happened there. Is that the teacup Isang maybe? Would be interesting if they have colored wings, you could say. That would be interesting.
그대가 보기에 내 날개는 어때?
What do you think of them? So yeah. Would be interesting if this is a future idea, you could say. Maybe it released already, maybe not, but yeah.
찬란하군.
Resplendent. My guess that means splendid. But yeah. I just look at it. Wait, I'm googling it. Dazzling, brilliant, beautiful. Yeah, it means splendid. Yeah.
퍽 따뜻하고도 자유로워 보여.
They look quite warm and free.
우리는 서로를 들여다보고 내다보았어.
We looked into and ahead of each other.
영지영의 기술에 살짝의 변형만 가한 것뿐이요.
I only made minor modifications to brother Youngji's work. I wonder if Sang-yi also helped.
어떠한 가능성도 있는 그대로 비추고 싶었어.
I want to show a reflection of any possibility in the unvanished image. In the unvarnished image without a blur. Well, so I guess this guy was the one that Heathcliff played. That's my guess.
여기서 누워 보는 별은 진정으로 멀었는데
The stars I saw while lying on the ground here seemed so far away.
이렇게 가까이서 볼 수도 있었던 거네.
Yet, it was possible to see them up close.
너 이걸 찾아내느라 그간 안 보였던 거야? 워낙 빵보다 쌀밥을 좋아해서 다시 S사로 돌아가 버린 줄?
The look of Dongrang and Dongbag's face so innocent here. That's true. They're all wept. Yeah, they are wept. They are quite happy, I would say. But yeah. They look so cute together. Who? Dongrang and Dongbag? Or do you mean the two Isangs? I have no idea. Is this why I've been able to see you lately? To discover this. I thought you caved to your yearning for rice and went back to Escop's district. Oh. I guess... Well, my guess is Escop's kind of like a farming district then. If there are calves, cows, and rice. Yeah. Maybe they found there.
그런데 뭐 나쁘지 않네.
I'll say though, this isn't half bad.
동랑, 너 왜 그렇게 웃니?
League of Nine. I see you mean all of them. Yeah, that's true. They all looked happy. Orang, why are you laughing like that?
눈은 엄청 빛나고 있는데 그렇게 표독스럽게 말하니까 재밌잖아.
So yeah, we are revisiting the scene now that we saw at the beginning of the flashback. I think when Dongbag stabbed Isang. This is when we saw that. It's just funny that you're talking so ferociously when your eyes are full of pearls twinkle.
이상, 이놈한테 시끄럽다고 전해줄래?
Isang, we'll tell him to shut it.
얼음 과자 처음 먹어본 어린애 같은 표정이나 감춰줄래?
Why don't you first hide your facial recreation of a child who's tried ice cream for the first time?
구보, 너도 뭐라고 좀 말해봐. 구인회에 들어온 지가 언제인데 아직도 그렇게 우두커니 손님처럼 있어.
Oh. I wonder if it will be real Kubo. That's what I'm wondering. Kubo, why don't you say something? You've been part of the League for very long now, so don't stop standing around like a guest. Is it the real one? Because we haven't seen any Kubos right now.
이미 모두가
What?
입을 모았는데 무슨 말을 더 하라는 말이오?
Okay, that I didn't expect. I was thinking I was expecting some kind of shock that the real one was there spying and yeah. And also got sucked in or got us ripped. Yeah, but I guess not. But yeah. The dog episode, yeah. I was expecting that. I noticed something where the most unexpected things always happen with Don Quixote or Heathcliff. It's always those two. But yeah. What more do I have to add? Everyone's always seemed to be of one mind.
깍두기면 깍두기답게 넉살이라도 떨던가. 새초롬하긴.
I wonder if the Kubo was the one that betrayed us. Well, kind of betrayed. Like, he did say Isang was amazing, you could say. So maybe he wanted Isang to become much more. And this is why the League was useless. And he wanted Isang to be, well, to become higher, you could say. But yeah, maybe something like that. No idea. If you're trying to be an odd one out, at least have some audacity. Some cold fish you are. Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling I might have betrayed the others.
그렇구나. 이것이 너가 세상을 보는 방식이구나.
I see. So this is how you view the world.
내가 보는 세상이라.
The world I view, is it?
그거 알아? 모든 기술에는 만든 사람의 낭만과 소망이 숨어 있대.
Did you know? Is every invention carries hints of hopes and dreams of its inventor.
그걸 찾아내는 것도 구경하는 자들의 묘미야. 알아두면 좋을 거야.
Discovering them is one of the spectator's joys. Is a tidbit that's good to know.
이상, 그래서 자네는 이 기술로 무엇을 해볼 참이야?
So Isang, what do you plan with this technology? I think you just let it be. Well, he wanted to, but then, yeah. Someone talked about it and everything went downhill. That's my guess.
무엇을 해본다니?
To what exactly?
영지형의 유리창은 벌써부터 세간에 소문이 돌고 있는 모양이야. 다른 둥지의 연구원들도 관심을 보이고 있다더군.
Brother Yanji's glass window is already making the rounds. Researchers from other nests have taken an interest, or so I've heard.
참, 이곳을 구경하러 오는 손님은 별로 없었는데 이젠 차례로 줄이라도 서라고 번호표를 뿌려야 할 판이야.
Really, we rarely saw visitors in the past. But now we might have to start punching tickets, so all these people will stand in line. Well, I guess this is how, someone became money hungry. That's my guess.
그러니까 여기서 네 기술까지 발표한다면?
So if you announce your work here,
동랑, 나는 이것을 발표할 생각이 하등 없어.
don't rhyme. I have absolutely no intention of announcing this.
없다고? 전혀?
None at all. Miss Rima, have you read any on the books sinners are based on? Nope, not at all. Well, a bit of Gregor's, the cockroach one, turned into a cockroach. But from what I know, no, not at all. I did hear Don Quixote's name a lot though. I think it's fighting against a windmill or something. Or a dragon. But yeah. That's, I think, mostly all I know.
그저
All that I ask.
우리끼리 웃음을 터뜨리는 순간으로 간직하면 어떨까 싶소.
Is to keep this as a moment of laughter, solely between us. Yeah, that won't happen. The Metamorphosis Gregor. Yeah, that was the name. Yeah, that's the only one I've ever read. Mostly because I've heard it a lot, but yeah.
야, 너는 대체 무슨 생각으로?
Well, but it's been ages. So yeah, that was many years ago. Look, just what is your idea of... Well, I've also read Faust, if you're wondering. Yeah, that's something I read though. About Faust making... Well, there was the bet between the devil and the god. And Faust being the one that, well, is uncorruptible. That was the bet. And then Faust became younger. He did a lot of bad stuff. And I think he went into prison then. I think at least. I have no idea. But yeah. Lots of bad stuff happened to Faust. But yeah. Mercers and especially Ryosho's are really short. Check them out at some point. Let's see. Well, maybe I should. A stranger Mersault has screen Ryosho. I see. Yeah. Maybe I'll check that out. Well, I think I'll check out Mersault's then, because he's next. Ryosho when Ryosho's next. Because then, yeah, might be better for the memory, I think. Yeah. Yeah, before I start the Cantos, I'll just check it out a bit. Yeah, I could do something like that. But yeah. Look, just what is your idea of...
이상. 너 이제까지 본 것 중에 두 번째로 웃겼어.
Isan. That was the second funniest moment I've seen out of you. I wonder what the funniest was.
첫 번째는 그 있잖아. 누렁이한테 우유 먹이고 있었는데 갑자기 제 머리를 핥아가지고.
Okay. The first is, when the yellow calf was being fed milk and suddenly licked his hair. Okay. I wonder what happened. Wait, what was Isan's reaction for that? That it was the funniest. Head screen's like 5 pages. I see. Yeah, we can read that when we reach Canto 9. So yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Or maybe I'll just read it, when I have time, but yeah. Mersault, yeah. I'll read it before the Canto 5. At least before Canto 5. I might read it earlier. Depending on it, but yeah.
그러게. 나도 동백이가 그렇게 박장대소 한 건 처음 봤어.
True. I've never seen Don Bag laugh as loudly as then.
그건 이제 묻어두는 편이.
That I think we'll best forget. I wonder what... I'm now curious. What was the reaction for Isan about the calf story?
사람의 눈동자 그림자는 참으로 반짝거리고 뜨겁소. 사뭇대일 것만 같아 나는 그것을 불어 비껴보곤 하였지.
Canto 5 is not basalt? Wait, it's not? I thought it was. So I guess it's Canto 10 then. Where? Yeah, whoever is Canto 5, I will have to see. None of Sinner's books are necessary to read. They must peak as it is. My word. I see. Yeah, maybe I just look a bit into it. But yeah. I think I read that or... No, I don't think I read that. Humans are such glistening and scalding things. Fearing that they would burn me, I tended to watch them from their side. Okay.
하지만 대상을 직선으로 보지 않는다고 하여 고깝게 여긴다는 것은 아니오.
However, not seeing the subject straightly does not mean I think lowly of them.
바라보지 않아도 스며들 수는 있으니.
Even without looking, it's possible to sleep in.
그런데 저거 우리가 쓰고 있는 거울이랑 같은 거야?
By the way, is that the same mirror we use? Oh, they are not referencing the Getcha.
엄밀하게는 비슷한 것이죠. 림버스 컴퍼니에서는 특수하게 개량된 거울을 사용하고 있어요.
Similar, to be exact. Limbus Company use a mirror with special modifications. I wonder if Hisang made those modifications.
엄청난 걸 발명했었네, 이상 씨.
You invented something incredible, Hisang.
나나 영지영이 한 것은 발명이 아니라 발견이요.
What Youngji and I did was an invention. We discovered, rather. I see. Well, now that we know we do know that the mirror is now outside, you could say. So that means something did happen. That's it. Well, the reason why I got released, you could say.
Hisa는 허가 없이 다른 세계를 엿볼 수 있는 기술이 만들어졌다는 걸 달가워하지 않았을 것이다.
Yeah. Hiko wouldn't have been pleased with the idea of a technology capable of peeping in others' worlds, into other worlds without permission. Yeah, my guess is this is why they got hunted down.
다른 세계를 엿보는 것이 중요한 게 아니라 허가받지 않았다는 것이 중요한 것임은 알고 있겠지.
Perhaps I'll give it a try one day. Well, yeah. If you want, you can play this game, Louis Niguel. Yeah, this is... Well, this game is quite fun. I like the story. But we didn't invent, we discovered it. Yeah. Well, that's a way to see it, so... Instead of inventing something that... Technically speaking, inventing is something you create something that doesn't exist. So that means looking into other worlds, the world already existed. So that means, yeah, you can say you discovered it instead, because you just found a way to access the other to be able to see the other worlds, and that's it. But they already existed from the beginning. Maybe this is the meaning of that. But yeah.
짐작은 하고 있었으나.
Although we had figured that.
우리끼리 놀이라고 생각하였기에 괜찮을 거라고 여기었지.
We thought it would be fine, since it was only used as pastime between us.
참으로 아니란 결정이 아닐 수 없었어.
The decision couldn't have been more glib. What does glib mean? Who would have thought I would need to use Google one day for this? Fluent is a Q. Wait. Insist here? No idea. Okay. I got you. We just let be. Music stop? What? I have no idea. No, it's no, I don't think I've seen this guy. Yeah, this is an anomaly. So I'm surprised we got we're fighting a boss that doesn't really have much to do with this. I think at least. Wait. I see, so maybe this ego that yeah. If you know the workers or the technology resistance guys, they did have this kind of armor and such, so I guess the ego manifested from that. That would also mean later we will have to fight against this talisman guy. And the, how should I say, the wolf one that Dornbach used. Could be, but yeah.
재밌겠는데?
ONG is missing off but green.
멋있는 건 알아가지고.
Wait. Yeah, I think, isn't that, wait, from the Lobotomy Corp, I think? Some kind of monster? From what I remember at least. But yeah. Red dark green dude. Yeah. Well, maybe it's from the, well, from the technology, wait. Technology liberation guys? Yeah. Could be something like, well, this guy manifested from those corpses. Well, he does have the green goo, so maybe. Made in Love is from the other Limbus Company game. So it really is then. So I think it was from Lobotomy Corp game. I remember, well, I once watched a YouTube video about the most dangerous anomalies in Lobotomy Corp because I wondered if they were appear in Limbus Company. And yeah, I think Made in Love was one of them. Well, he was dangerous for the gameplay. Apparently, I think. Yeah. Yeah, just in case. Let's attack this thing also. This looks suspicious. So yeah. Sometimes where there are minions, it could be dangerous. But yeah, this Bad Enough, oh, it's called Fair Gentleman. So yeah, this guy's quite tanky. Well, it makes sense though, because he's goo. So if you're goo, yeah, you can tank a lot, I'd say. Okay. Yeah, Isang is just me. Just a little bit more and then we should be done with it. Wait, I just saw it also regenerates health. So that's interesting. I guess it can just do it. Yeah, this. I think maybe it did regenerate at least 100. Before it was 200 something. One of the most annoying abnormalities in the game. Yeah, I've heard about that. That is quite annoying. There's also this Chomper guy. That is also quite annoying from what I've heard. But yeah. Just a little bit more and then we're done. Wonder if we will encounter them. Maybe. But yeah. And now it turned into an egg. And there we have it. Now I got the drinking thing. Okay, 3 more. Okay. Wait, where am I and where do I have to go? I see. Yes, we are going in circles. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, let's enter.
저 살점을 찢으면 더 붉게 칠해져.
우와. 고요해.
So I was expecting that that we have to go in circles, you could say. Or we go back and go to another route. But yeah. Wait, is that I'm pretty sure he's looking at the mirror. So one other guy is currently looking at the mirror and seeing his other self, maybe? I think at least. I have no idea. It's quiet.
외곽과는 너무 달라.
Nothing like the outskirts. Well, he's in the desert, so I guess he's outside the city right now.
그러게. 외곽 너머는 이렇게 아름답고 고즈넉한 것들만 존재하는 세계였어?
You're right. Was the world beyond the outskirts, one filled with such beautiful and tranquil beings.
그래서였나 봐. 다들 쉬쉬하면서 입에 담으려 하지도 않던 이유가.
Yeah, I guess that must be the reason. Aaron tried to keep quiet about it. I see, so my guess is they are seeing, well, the different worlds. What I don't know is that it's the opposite of our world, you could say. That means, in the mirror world, it is peaceful, but that doesn't mean it is peaceful in their world, you could say. That means it's the opposite. It might be really dangerous, the outskirts.
당신 혹시 외곽 너머에 대한 이야기를 알고 있어? 이곳에 사는 것 중 어떤 건 간절한 사람에게 소원을 이뤄준대. 들려줄까?
Right. Do you by any chance know a story about the things beyond the outskirts? It said there's a thing that lives here, granting wishes to those who are earnest. Want to hear it? Well, that sounds like a rumor, I would say. But yeah.
좋아. 네가 해주는 이야기는 언제나 기대돼.
Sure, I also look forward to your stories.
조금만 기다려줄래? 아까 저쪽에서 멋진 걸 봤거든.
Oh no, something bad will happen. Yeah, that sounds scary. Yeah. Now I know what will happen. Can you wait for just a moment? I saw something nice over there. Yeah, well, I think something bad will happen now.
우리의 하늘을 올려다보면 보이는 건 탁해진 빛 한 줌뿐이지.
When you look up at our sky, all we see is a pinch of mother light.
하지만 이곳의 하늘은
But here,
우리를 고독하게 내려다보고 있는 별님들이 보이네.
I can see lone stars looking down at us. Hello? Well, hello, Bremer Idean. Welcome. Have a great day. I hope you had a great day of birthday. And yeah, we are just going through a dungeon right now.
여기서 보이는 저 도시는 고통과 절망으로 우는 소리밖에는 들리지 않으니.
Since the city I can see from here is filled with cries of despair. Wait, with cries of pain and despair.
차라리 나도 높고 쓸쓸한 곳에서 사람들을 보며 함께 눈물을 흘릴 수 있다면.
I'd rather gaze down at people from the loneliness up in the sky and shed tears with them. I feel something will happen. It just sounds too peaceful right now.
미안, 조금 늦었지? 처음 보는 꽃이 피었는데 향기를 맡으며 같이 들으면.
Sorry I was a bit late. There are flowers I've never seen before. Maybe I could smell them as I tell my story. Oh no.
그래, 마침내 소원을 이룬 거야.
I see. Have you finally fulfilled your wish? Oh no. Well, I was think I thought the girl would be the one that dies, but I guess the other guys something happened.
오늘부터 밤하늘 귀퉁이에 별이 한 움큼 뜨지 않아도.
Starting today, even if the handful of stars doesn't rise in a corner of the night sky,
그 별님들은 지상에서 대신 어둠을 밝히고 있으니.
those stars will light the dark of the lands below instead.
그러니 괜찮을 거야.
So it will be okay. Wait, what happened?
아까 그 장면은 뭐였죠? 아주 머나먼 이야기 같았어요.
What was that just now? It felt like a story from long ago. Yeah, that's true. I wonder what happened. But yeah, I think this Stephanie, the girl called Stephanie, I think. Yeah, she's one of the League of the Nine. I thought we were looking into a mirror of one of the, you could say, other selves, you could say. But yeah, I wonder what happened.
황금가지가 폭주하면서 자아심도를 생성할 때 불순물이 섞여 들어왔어요.
As a golden ball generated the phantom's ego in a frenzy. Ball and matter were mixed into them. So I guess maybe we just saw the backstory of other people then? I have no idea.
K사의 특이점, 일명 눈물 흘리는 것의 눈물.
Keiko's singularity. Tears of the so-called tearful thing. Yeah, that's the star by the way, I think.
그래. 그 영향으로 죽었던 사람들까지 덤벼들고 있잖아.
Can sure see that. It's bringing back dead people to fight us. Wait. I see, so the star is the thing that is crying and bringing back the dead people that it saw and then is fighting against us. I guess the star just wants to be free, I think. So that is the eye that saw at all the sad things, you could say.
네, 그것에 대한 녹아내려진 기억인 듯하네요.
Yes, they seem to be relevant to experience of melting down.
그 눈물 흘리는 것의 마음도 이 공명에 녹아든 건가요?
The mind of the tearful thing. Married into this resonance as well then.
그러면 눈물 흘리는 것도 역시 사람과 다를 바 없는.
That means the tearful thing is no different from people. Yeah.
단테, 세상에는 별을 찾고자 하는 이들이 많아요.
Dante, in this world, there are many who seek after the stars. And then tearful thing cries again, seeing that fight even more. Yeah, that's true. It's an endless circle. Yeah, poor Star. Still feel bad about it. But yeah. I wonder if we will rescue the star later. Or may not. Who knows? Because K-Corp does rely on it a lot. You could say this is their source of income. So if the star were to be away, then K-Corp wouldn't survive, I think. Or wouldn't be, well, or it will take a while to find an alternative, you could say. So that would be something. Okay. Yeah, we're just going further in, I think. Wait. Yes, it's time to gamble. No. It somehow still worked. That's good. Even though we lost the coin flip.
아는 것을 모른 채 할 순 없으니.
It's a city. We'll continue until memory recovers. I see. Which one should I choose? 5th, 8th, 1st. Well, the 8th one, why not? Okay. Price skill deal 10% damage. Okay. Fast policy will continue until memory recovers. I see. Wait. Wait. I see. Wait. I think I just mixed them up. And tearful cries again after seeing that fighting war. Is a city we can rescue the star if you can afford it. Pause pause will continue until memory recovers. I see. Home the Asta. Well, hello, Anthony. Welcome. Have you a great day or a great day? And yeah, we're just currently entering dungeons, you could say.
와일드 헌트야.
So yeah, we're just experiencing
공간이
stories.
바뀌었네요. 여긴 어디였어요?
The space has changed. Where was this place? Oh, I guess we are now seeing more of T-Corp. Yeah, they kind of look like, I would say, old England, I would say. This is what it reminds me of. Kind of. But yeah. This floor is in the shape of Anali Sangpol. Really? Yeah, well. Well, I can make a guess, I guess. Wait. Let's see. I just need the names. Then I just guess, but yeah, I'm not able to find anything. Maybe the crow's eye view. That could be it. That's the current one I just see. Oh dear. The space has changed. Where was this place?
무슨 소리야, 아는. 우리가 맨날 지나다니던 도로잖아.
Well, to say this like England is very accurate in the story. Really? Didn't know that. What are you talking about, annoying? This is the road we will travel all the time.
네.
Right. I think it's poem number 5. Well, I look it up. Yeah, crow's eye view. Apparently, that's poem number 5. So I guess my blind guess was kind of right then. Right.
이곳은 내 생업의 터전. 그곳의 근교야.
This was the place of my day's profession, or the avenue nearby. I wonder what Yi-sang worked as.
밤에는 연구를 하고 낮에는 뭘 했는데?
He researched by night, and during the day,
나는 건축가였어.
I was an architect. Oh, I see. Yeah, it is, well, I'd say a creative job. But yeah, didn't expect it.
오, 건축가라. 군산 일을 했네, 이상 씨.
Oh, an architect? Huh? There's a neat occupation you had, Yi-sang.
근사하더라.
Neat, you say.
본래 이 거리에는 뛰어다니는 아이들이 있었어.
The floor is a squarish double spiral, like the one is in the poem. I see. Well, that's interesting. Originally, children used to run in these streets.
많지는 않지만 드문드문 눈에 밟히는 아이들이.
Although there weren't many, they came into view on occasion. Yeah, with how dark the world is, yeah, I can imagine, yeah. There might be a lot of this. Such as when will the new schedule be posted? Well, today. After stream, I will start making it. But yeah, it's today.
고작 버려진 공 하나로도 그들은 웃음을 잃지 않았어.
In a single abandoned ball, could keep a smile on their faces.
나도 어린이들을 참 좋아하오. 참으로 순수한 생명이 아니오.
Okay. I'm vastly fond of youths as well. Are they not the most innocent beings? I think so. Counter 4 was very long, with those randomized combat encounters every 5 seconds. I see, so this is why it was long. Yeah, luckily, well, I was able to skip those.
하지만 지금은 안 보이네. 어디로 간 걸까?
But they are nowhere to be seen now. Where could they have gone? Wait, I just saw there are people there. I guess these are the zombies. Yeah, because these are recreation, the NPCs are now zombies. And yeah, they all kind of look depressed, I would say.
글을 배울 나이가 된 아이들은 여러 공장으로 끌려가오.
Once children are old enough to learn language, they're taken to factories. Oh. Yeah, T-Corp doesn't sound like a good place to live.
그 중에 내가 만든, 내가 직접 설계한 공장도 있어.
Among them, those I made, those factories whose architecture I designed with my hands.
이상.
Yeah, I guess he's feeling guilty about that.
효율적으로 사람들을 감시하는 일에 최적화가 된 구조였어. 노동자에게 박차를 가하기 더할 나위 없이 편리했고.
They are optimized for efficiency. Monitoring people, it made pressing laborers more convenient than ever.
그들의 벌이가 썩 좋았으니 나의 벌이가 퍽 좋았던 것은 무릇 그 때문일 테요.
I don't think they are zombies. It's just 95 colors. Then again, not much of a difference. I see. Yeah, I mean, well, I just mean that well, you could say the NPCs or the people running around currently are the zombies that are, well, got revived and are playing the roles, you could say. But yeah. People don't even bury you in the city, they just leave your corpse to be swept, because if you bury someone 99%, you have the grave desecrated by another looking for whatever value is buried. I see. Yeah, Limbus is a dark world, I would say. Oh well, the city. Perhaps the reason my income has been rather high is that the owners of those buildings run a profitable business. Yeah, probably to say they can't agree. Well, don't remember much, but yeah, I think so too.
뭐 그렇다고 네가 그 돈을 보란 듯이 펑펑 쓰고 다니진 않았잖아.
Well, Inso, it's not like you spent that money to show off. Yeah, I don't think Isan spends any of that. Maybe for inventions a bit, but other than that, yeah.
구인회를 위해 전부 바쳤지.
Yeah, you gave it all for the league.
기억나세요? 제가 T사에서 직장을 구하고 제일 처음 만든 기술이요.
Do you remember? The first thing I invented after getting a job at T-Corp.
인식표 말이지?
The identification tags, right?
네, 미아가 된 아이들을 위해 만들었어요.
Yeah, I made them to help those kids.
우습죠. 그걸 쓰면 부모와 감동의 재회를 할 아이들이 늘어날 줄 알았나 봐요.
It's absurd, I know. Maybe I expected it to help more children reunite with their parents.
그런데 지금은 모든 공장에서 근로 시간을 관리하는 데 쓰더라고요.
But now, they are being used to monitor workers' time spent on the job in every factory. I see, I guess now we are getting examples of inventions that were created to help people, but instead are being used for bad stuff, I think.
심지어 그걸 만든 저도 그 인식표를 차고 일을 해야 한다니까요.
Heck, I made those things, and even if I'm not free from the obligation to wear one while working.
우리가 T사에서 이뤄낸 업적은 그런 것이었지.
Those were the kinds of achievements we accomplished in T-Corp's district. Yeah. They invented stuff, and I guess the district got worse because of it, maybe.
그래서 나는 거울 기술에 더 매달리게 된 것이요.
Which is why I became more engrossed in the mirror.
순수하게 탐구에만 몰두하고 싶었으므로.
Untainted, unadulterated, I wish to immerse myself in pure exploration of knowledge.
아무것도 얻지 않을 수 있도록.
So that I wouldn't have to take anything from anyone.
그런 것쯤이야 수탈과 착취를 피하려고 T사에 건너갈 때부터 짐작하고 있지 않았어? 이상?
You knew you would face those predicaments since the moment you made your way to T-Corp's territory. Avoiding exploitation and abuse, haven't you, Isang? So I guess, well, T-Corp doesn't really sound like a good place to work at.
당하지 않으려면 누군가를 대신시켜야 한다는 것쯤은.
That you would have to exploit others if you don't want to be.
그러니 죄책감 가지지 마.
So don't feel guilty about it. So my guess is this Sang Yi guy, he's the T-Corp version of Isang that went to get a higher position in T-Corp. And that's why he has colored wings. Because if colors are only for the high-class people, that means the wings are, yeah. I guess that Isang is the high-class Isang, you could say. Wonder if he's, wait, one idea though. I have no idea.
어디에서도 볼 수 없을 색채로.
But yeah, that's just my guess. That the Isang that the mirror Isang that we see is part of T-Corp. Yeah. So that means that would be the version where Isang just rose through the ranks with his invention theory.
되겠냐고요.
Interesting theory. Yeah. That's my guess. Interesting theory, Manchester. Yeah. Well, I wonder what will be revealed later, but yeah. The wing promising people entry if they fight in the war, and then instantly backtracking and letting war veterans rot in the backseats. Yeah. Yeah, Limbus is a place of betrayal, I would say. Maybe. But yeah. I mean, Mirror just has color in it, like the butterfly. Yeah, that's true. It does have color. But yeah, I think that's the final boss fight for this floor. So let's finish this.
저 살점을 찢으면 더 붉게 칠해지겠지?
Oh, we just get the boss fight. Ah, there's the sticker guy. I see, so it really is like that. So the technology department technology liberation guys, all the egos they had, they use like this talisman and the Gu one, I guess these are the monsters we'll fight now.
점 찍었네.
Okay, I would love to see, I'd love to live in Limbus world just to see Rodia. Well, that might be short-lived. I mean, Miro just has, Colonel. I read it already.
해줬으니 보장자 한번 벗겨야겠군.
Want to live in hell just to meet the most non-special person ever. Well, if Rodia is a favorite character, then yeah, she is special, I would say. But yeah. Hi, well, hello Blade King, welcome. Have you a great day or have a great day? And yeah, we are just playing the dungeon. Yes, I think for Chroma and Rodia. Well, Chroma, you might not be able to see her. I post a picture. For Rodia, yeah. You get to see her at least. So that's something.
합격장.
Okay. There, let's get it. I wonder what the other floors are. Usually it's just 3 floors. So that means, well, current one we are fighting against the zombies. The later floors will be interesting to see what kind of monsters we are encountering. I have think the Wolf Umbrella will definitely come also. But when that will happen, no idea.
점 찍었네.
Just waiting for it, I guess. Okay. And Chroma to call my name, have I so angelic? I see. Chroma might not be dead. Getting split in half doesn't always spell death for people in the city. Wink wink. I see. Yeah, that's true. We also managed to survive. Guido also managed to survive after getting stabbed multiple times. Yeah, they might survive. Would be interesting though, for the later arcs. Who knows? That Sinclair's trauma, yeah. Yeah, Chroma kind of had an... Oh, we got the second floor. So yeah, Chroma kind of had an, you could say, well, a bland ending, you could say. It wasn't really satisfying. So maybe she will come back and give Sinclair the chance to kill her himself, you could say. Maybe something like that. So yeah, let's read. The wooden door stopped in place, as if nothing was happening. His head was tilted slightly downward, like was examining its talismans. Or perhaps he could have been looking at the Sinner's talismans. As if possessed, the Sinners began to walk towards the wooden door. It was like they forgot they were fighting just moments ago. Oh no, they got hypnotized. We'll get the talismans and return them. Yeah, let's do this. And we did it. Heathcliff gathered the detached talismans. They stood before the wooden door. It seems to be blazing silently. Or maybe it was just the Sinner's concerns making it seem that way. The eagerness to return the talismans to where they were. Heathcliff extended their hands over to stack the talismans. I think he's getting attacked. As if drawn by a magnet, the talisman flew towards the door. But no one will cry. After muttering the phrase, Heathcliff came back to their position. Okay. Gains 5 retouch cursed talismans. Gains 2 haste next turn. Okay. No idea what that was, but yeah. Oh, I guess yeah, Chroma might not come back. Yeah. Maybe as a dream at most. Who knows? But yeah, we defeated it. And see. And we had a new floor. But yeah, I think that's for next time though. Because yeah, it's lunch. So yeah, well, we'll continue next time. And I have to find a spot for the creative stream. That's also something I have to do. If you're wondering what we are doing, that's a secret. So yeah, well then. Flashback maybe, wink wink. I see. Yeah, with Damien, yeah, there definitely might be a flashback. Well then, I hope you enjoyed the stream. The schedule I think will be posted... Well, will be posted today, but at the evening I would say. So maybe in 6 hours. Yeah. Well, that's mostly because, yeah. Maybe. That was ideal. Yeah, that's true. It was ideal. We managed to finish one dungeon. Well, not one dungeon, but one level. And yeah. Wait a minute. Have a good day, Miss Streamers. Well, thank you, GBG. Wait, before we end, I just remembered I have to decipher the poem. Yeah. What did we learn today? Yisang has a lot of guilt. That's mostly. So yeah, back to the numbers poem. Just that Bane put it in one word. Well, not one word, but one sentence. If I were to describe in one word, human advancement. Yeah. Alright. That's my guess for the poem. So yeah, what I mean with this poem with the numbers. So yeah. I think it means human advancement. Like some humans go advance further, and some of them just advance slower. And there is the difference. Well, I think that's the thing. Or human evolution. That's what I interpreted out of the poet's eye view. But yeah, that's it. Well then, I hope you enjoyed the stream. And I hope you had a great day or a great day. And see you all, I think on Tuesday. So yeah, bye!